Hallelujah, hallelujah, hallelujah. All praises, glory, and honor to the Most High. The only creators forever live is anointed, beloved Son. In the hearts and minds of the faithful elect, honor and humility. Mikha'el's deck Ministries, I'm your brother and servant, Malachi Maccabee. To my left, I got my beloved brother.
Nehemiah Ben Israel, Shalom, reporting for duty.
You know him. All praise, glory, and honor. Y'all see the topic. We ain't down at the headquarters tonight. We've been hanging and linking up with a few brethren all day, getting a few essentials together here in the STL before mandatory lockdown. So, we've been with the brothers all day, getting a few things together, getting our families together, getting those essentials you need, and to me, it's been a beautiful time because everybody's panicking. Everybody's panicking, going crazy. The coronavirus. Negroes out here with napkins on their faces and, all that. You did. Now ain't the time for you to be. Remember, the Most High is not giving us a spirit of fear. To my right, I got my beloved brother.
Hallelujah.
So a lot of brothers been, linking up, chopping it up a little taste. And what we about to be on today is about to go through 2nd Ezra. And in 2nd Ezra, we're going to go through where it says, measure the time diligently. Like you in the time of prophecy, you in the time of the very things that Israelites been speaking on for decades, y'all. It's her, right? And it's just to watch people panic is just like, wow, you feel me? So now's the time to be waxing more bold in the faith and spirit, not slacking off. You understand? Not trying to, be afraid to the point to where you can't even focus and do the work you've been called to do. All right. Now it's time for you Israelites to be coming toward each other, loving one another. It's time for you sisters to be more hospitable toward the next sister, because life is about to be hectic. Life as you know it. Life as you know it is about to be totally changed. It's about to get real hectic out here. So you sisters, time for y'all to start being more hospitable. Isaiah 4 is right on our heels.
On the heels.
7 gonna take hold of 1. That's where we at. Our men are dying in the streets. We in between that. We in between the end of Isaiah 3 and the end. And in between that is 7 taking hold of 1. This is where we at. Coronavirus got everybody shook. But it's been beautiful to me, man, because they shutting down jobs, they shutting down schools. So you ain't got no choice but to what? Be with your family more. Be around your spiritual family more. Deal with your children, your spouse, solving issues. You understand? Get with brothers who, get with brothers who you necessarily not be seeing eye to eye on. Settle a few things. But look, last Yom Rishon, last first day, Sunday, the Spirit had all the brews, a lot of brews in the STL. Without planning it, we all met up at the gun store. You feel me? All between 6 p.m. and 7 p.m. We walked through there, and it's all brews in there. Conscious Israelites. And one thing we wasn't doing? Arguing over doctrine. We was in there talking about, hey, what kind of, what gun is the best? You understand? Hey, what we gonna do? What contingency plans we got together? What we gonna do to feed these women and these children? You know what I'm saying? We wasn't like, hey, 2 Corinthians 10:3 states that, you going off. It wasn't none of that. Right. See, when it get real, you talk about real issues. What y'all gonna realize is that's the only thing that's been mattered the whole time anyway. Real issues. What can you do out here to be a covering? We claim we got the words of the Most High. We claim we follow Mashiach. Where the power at? What are you doing? Practical application. What are we really doing out here to make it happen? You dig? So again, I let the educated Negroes argue over trivial matters. I really ain't into all the arguing anymore. What are we gonna do to outside of that? Man, look, it ain't no worry. We ain't around here scared, fearful. You know what I'm saying? I've been smiling all day, thanking the Most High. The very thing we Israelites been on the corners and in the camps, speaking about for decades.
That's right.
We ain't looking so crazy no more. It sounded radical all these years. But now that we are hurt, now everybody shook. Whoa, what them brothers been saying the whole time. Look, don't let pride get you put down. All right? Come on home. Reach out to your brothers that you know been teaching and preaching this for decades. Been living it. Going through the ups and downs. Telling you, even when you got mad at them. Even when you got mad, your family member kicked you out the house and told you whatever. Right. Had a few choice words for you. Now's the time for our family to swallow their pride and reach out and say, you know what, son? You know what, daughter? You know what, nephew? You were saying that all them years ago. And now I'm afraid and don't know what to do. What is it I'm supposed to be doing? Because us, as men of the Most High, supposed to have a message from the Almighty. It's time to come on home. Time to come on home. All right, we about to get started though with a prayer. Y'all brothers got anything y'all want to say before we? Anything you want to say, y'all?
All praise and glory to Yahweh Shema Mashiach. Yahweh Shai. These are the days that the scriptures prophesy about. You know, so
that's right.
Be vigilant. You know what I'm saying? Prayed up. You know, be in touch with the brotherhood and the sisterhood, man. We gonna ride out with the most I got in store, man. That's it. You know, that's it.
That's right. Psalm 91 in full effect. Psalm 91 in full effect on my side. 10,000 at my right, but it will not come near me. With your eyes, you're gonna behold and see the fall of the wicked, because you made the Most High your refuge. No come near you. Negroes out here with napkins on in the streets talking about they teaching the Bible right now.
Oh my
It's Negroes alive right now down in Atlanta with medical napkins and medical reading the Bible outside.
Yeah, we need to pull that out.
Where your faith at, man? Right. Where your faith at?
That's ridiculous.
Utter madness. All right. You want a fad rider? What part of the prophecies are happening now? Hey, you in the right class. Sit on back. We about to go through them. Get your apocrypha out, and we about to read. All right. Look at them. They said, look, y'all just want to be entertained, man.
The Labanai Hebrew. Yeah, that video is off.
Yeah, no doubt.
I'm gonna tell you right now, man. Mally will find something on YouTube.
Boy, you will find a kink in your armor.
Boy, I tell you, boy, them brothers.
Don't leave your face open.
Stop.
Man, them brothers got medical masks on and gloves. On the scriptures talking about precepts.
We have to trust in the Most High, but you got mask on, brother.
Yeah, is that a
and
mask?
Gloves on in the highway. You're looking simple as hell.
Yeah.
And the worst part about it, did Christ wear any face masks and gloves healing the lepers?
Right.
Did he use any Purell?
Right.
Did he wash his hands in the Jordan River to cleanse himself after cleansing the lepers?
Oh my God.
Just going with a woman touching the issue of blood. You unclean women, get away from me.
And see, this is the thing that make brothers bang on certain people, man. You know what I'm saying? But, you know, and I can't get mad. Like I'm mad. Like, you look simple as hell, brother.
Yeah.
You out there teaching, and I know these dudes is young and dumb, but you out there with mask on, and the mask doesn't protect you from getting anything. You know what I'm saying? It stops you from giving somebody else anything. You know what I'm saying? Why the hell you got the damn mask on? Then you must got the corona. You got the virus.
Oh, they drank the corona. them brothers that drank the corona.
Whoa.
Shalom, Labanawa.
Yeah. All right, y'all. We about to face Jerusalem. Nehemiah gonna read Psalm. What Psalm you got?
Read Psalms 130.
Get up, man. It's all for prayers to the Almighty, man. Your prayers are weapons. That's all for prayer. With the lesson, we're going to pray against the rulers of darkness. And we're going to name them all by name and hit tops. You dig? Look at your prayers like they ice ballistic missiles.
Boy.
Look at them like they strike with
great acronym.
Yeah. Brother.
Boy, I think
supposed to hit with superstition.
Man.
Either that or nuclear bombs.
Because that's what they are in the spirit world.
That's right, brother. Our prayers are weapons against the rules of darkness. And that's what we've been doing. Over 147,000 indictments for the elite worldwide. All the major CEOs of all the corporations are stepping down, resigning, or getting sick. You understand? Look, these heathens are making a run to their new world order. They're making a run. You feel me? And got you scared of the coronavirus. Hey, look, ain't none of y'all even seen a funeral. Who done seen a funeral, corona? But all these deaths out of nowhere. It's time to go ahead and strengthen those things which remain.
You know, man, probably gonna have bubble wrap around the hearse.
All right, y'all. East is right behind us. Nehemiah can read Psalm 130. Mahal, you good, bro? All right, let's go ahead and get her done.
Right. Psalms 130.
Yeah.
With the Most High's permission.
Hallelujah.
Out of the depths have I cried unto thee, O Yahweh. Yahweh, hear my. Let thy ears be attentive to the voice of my supplications. If thou shouldest mark it iniquities, O Yahweh, who? But there is forgiveness with thee, that thou mayest be feared. I wait for Yahweh. My soul does wait, and in his word do I hope. My soul waited for your word more than that morning.
Hallelujah.
I say, more than they that watch for the moon.
That's right.
Let Israel hope in Yahweh.
That's right.
For with Yahweh there is mercy, and with him is plenteous redemption. Verse 8.
Come on home.
And he shall redeem. And he shall redeem Israel. Israel. Israel from all his iniquities. Hallelujah. Selah. Yahoo.
Yeah. He shall redeem Israel, baby. That's right. That's right. That's right. Hallelujah. Y'all praises, glory, and honor to the Most High, man. Beautiful times.
Can't make this up.
And even though it's a little late, what you call a little late, we decided to come on anyway, man, because again, you both be waxing bolder and bolder in these hours, man. Get on fire for the Most High. You brothers, get on fire for the Most High. You understand? I'm bored in this truth. Turn the computer on. Go out and minister to somebody. Go feed the homeless or something. Do something. You sisters, get creative in this truth. Start being more hospitable toward one another. Sharing the scriptures with one another.
Building each other.
You understand? Straight up. Now is that time. Y'all supposed to be more hospitable going on, not hating your sisters. You know how many sisters out here are single and uncovered in this late hour? And you single and uncovered in this late hour. Meaning you want to be up under a man of the Most High who you know the Most High is dealing with. Because with that is a spiritual covering, a protection. That's what time it is, man. So look, later for the hate Israel, you brothers, hey, y'all, hey, link up. We can discuss our differences off camera, but when you done talking, it's about providing, protecting these women and these children, you sisters. It's time for y'all to be hospitable toward one another. You understand? Consider your sister. Go out the way for her.
That's right.
Become a virtuous handmaiden of a Mashiach. Become a helpmeet. If you single, hey, guess what? Serious talks need to be happening. Bring that sister up into the crib so she can be up under a righteous man. These are these times. You look, we out at the gun store today. You know how many single sisters we saw?
Yeah.
Single.
Outside standing in the cold.
Talking about you don't need a man. Single.
That's a lot.
Ain't got no covering in these hours. And we got sisters in the truth. You understand? That despise other sisters in the truth. What you're going to find out after today's class is what? Look, can't none of us afford to be alone in this hour.
That's right.
We shouldn't be.
Isaiah 13 says, every man shall turn to his own people.
Let's read that.
That's what time it is. All right, you want to bring that out for
Yeah,
us?
let's read that.
All right, go ahead. Isaiah 13. You know what else? Fine. All right, let's get. All right, let's get her done. All praises, glory, now to the Most High. Isaiah 4 says 7 women gonna take hold of one man.
What?
It's real out here. We understand spiritual covering and all that, but the Most High is dealing with men in this hour. It's pouring out His Spirit. Right? You don't want to be out here. Look, and even if you are, you still need to be up under some type of congregation that'll cover you spiritually.
Right.
You ain't an elder or something. You ain't supposed to be out here solo, a sitting duck in the wall. Stop it.
Right.
Stop it. Women aren't made to be uncovered.
That was made to be helped me for a man.
Either you under your father, your husband, or under some type of elder over some type of congregation or assembly at the camp.
She has to be covered.
Your woman is supposed to be covered from the cradle to the grave.
That's right.
Flat out. That's why you think you don't see a whole bunch of single sisters in the scripture.
Yeah.
Where them scriptures at? Whole bunches. Why you think Isaiah 4 says 7 women ain't gonna take hold of one?
Remove a what?
To remove their reproach. And it says we got our own clothes and our own food.
So
But-
they came with it.
Yeah,
They prepared.
They came prepared.
but they are not called by the name of a man. Spirit of the Most High.
Can I land back off of that?
Of course you can.
Also, you can look at Matthew. How did Christ like it?
Yeah.
The kingdom of heaven that we are trying to see to 10 virgins. 5 prepared, right?
Yeah.
5 not prepared.
Yeah.
And guess what happened? The 5 that were prepared went into the marriage chamber
Hallelujah.
with Hamashiach. What is that? Is that unrighteous?
No, it's not at all.
Okay. This is what it is, man.
Not at all.
I got that precept real quick. Chapter 13, verse 13. Therefore, this is what's going on. I will shake the heavens, and the earth shall remove out of her place in the wrath of Yahweh of hosts, and in the day of his fear.
13, 12.
It was like 12.
Yeah. Was it 13?
Yeah, it was 13. I was reading. 14 was the meat.
Uh, 15. So you start with 14.
That's
So
what
when that's
13.
should be Thursday. That's the one you want.
13 and 14.
No, we gonna read all the way down to every man gonna flee. So start where y'all want to. Let me
Right
go
there,
ahead and
14
share.
is that meat.
Let me go ahead and share it real quick. 2, I ain't got to share it.
13 and 14.
13, start 13. Okay, bang. Train me over. Let me share this real quick.
Okay, start with 12.
Mm-hmm.
Start with 11. No, start with 11. Verse
Oh,
11.
yeah, I see where you at.
Ah,
Yeah, I see where you at.
always up to something.
Not bad.
No, you can start from 9.
9. Boy, I'm looking at it, right? I'm looking at it.
You can start from 9.
All right, let's go ahead and get her done, man. Let's go ahead and feed the flock of the Most High.
Bring it up.
All right. Let's slow down on this word.
Who want to read? You want to read?
Man, start at verse 6. Let's go ahead. Start at 6.
Okay. Bring it up.
Where we at? Where everybody getting nervous over the coronavirus. It's time for Israel to come on home.
You know.
Start at 1.
Yeah, come on, man. We about to go into the whole lesson of the Persians, right?
Yeah, go ahead. Go. And they shall be afraid. Pangs and sorrows shall take hold of them. And they shall be in pain as a woman that travails. They shall be amazed one and another.
Come on home.
Their faces shall be as flames.
This is talking about the destruction of Babylon. Right now, ancient Babylon did not get destroyed like this. Look the history up. So if Isaiah is not prophesying about ancient Babylon being destroyed, that means he's prophesying about this one being destroyed.
Right.
That's what this is going into.
Second time by fire.
All right, go ahead.
Behold, the day of the Lord cometh. So it's future.
It's coming.
Future.
Cometh.
Yeah.
Cruel both with wrath and fierce
So
anger.
the day of Yahweh is cruel with wrath and some anger.
Fierce.
First anger. This is a serious time. And that's why we keep saying, look, come together. Stop playing. Stop playing. You understand? Later for the hatred for your brother and sister. Stop playing. Because you are on the threshold. You at the threshold of the first anger of the Most High. The day of the Most High has nothing to do with Little House on the Prairie.
Sure.
It's not a cool summer breeze. And you riding up the beach or riding up the coast with the top drop back. And that ain't what this is about. First anger, cruel with wrath. That's how Mashiach is returning into this earth. He's coming back with cruel wrath and first anger. Go ahead.
To lay the land.
What?
To lay the land desolate.
Come on.
And he shall destroy the sinners thereof out.
So for y'all to claiming you're not supposed to keep the commandments of the Most High in this hour, well, you making yourself on the hit list to being destroyed out of the land or out of the earth.
Everybody says that I'm just a sinner. No, I'm not.
No, stop claiming
I'm not a practicing lawbreaker.
No, we all have sinned. But we are not claiming allegiance, because if that's, you're going to be destroyed out of the land. Go ahead.
For the stars of heaven,
yeah, and
the constellations thereof shall not give their light, and the sun shall be darkened in his going forth. Cause her light to shine. And you understand why that is, right? Time has done everything. Every nigga out here think he a Capricorn, Leo, I'm saying a quarter stars. You know what I'm saying? Everybody here believe in sun gods, Ra, and all the rest of that. Some believe in Allah, moons, and crescent moons and all that. So what God is showing you, I am the power of all this power.
That's right.
So I'm gonna knock all that light out, because the light I'm bringing is from Mashiach.
Powerful. So on this, just like he did in Egypt, during the Passover, against all the powers of Egypt, I shall execute judgment. I am the Most High. Verse 11. Go ahead.
And I will punish the world for their evil.
Yeah. Hey, now look, y'all. And the brother, I'm gonna pull it up too and see if you got a map of the coronavirus. Right. You understand? Y'all, plagues are in this earth. Prophecies that were uttered 2,000 years ago, or you are eyebrow deep in them. You're living in them. Now you can keep running around and playing. Look, I seen a brother at the store today that me and Gaza City Giddy been prophesying to for over a decade about the plagues, the judgments, the end of days, the destruction of Babylon. You understand? Now he supposed to be a brother that knows his guns and everything. We run up on this brew. He got duck bullets. He ain't ammo, you know what I'm saying, tactical ammo. Right. He's so lost, he picking up duck hunting shit.
Yeah, with the bird all on the box. Huge bird.
Hey, 6ix9ine say, what you hunting, ducks? There's a bird on the box. You understand? And look, it's so I said, man, look, you know me and your cousin been telling you about this for over a decade now. The look he gave me was one of, I'm talking about beyond fear. Like, man, I know, but man, I don't know what to do. You see what I'm saying? Now I'm on back and deal with the Most High. Let pride go. Pride is going to be the reason why you get destroyed. Admit y'all brothers was right this whole time. I've been mocking y'all. I've been mocking the Most High. What do I need to do? Judgment that's coming, because I'm shaking in my boots right now. The Israelites don't sound too crazy nowadays, do we? Even though we in crazy brews. Been saying for decades, it's her now.
That's right.
It's her now. And ain't no ducking it. Yeah, y'all, he had duck bullets. I'm talking
duck tails.
I'm like, boy, this ain't Nintendo. This ain't Duck Hunt.
Duck Hunt.
Duck Hunt.
Oh, Quackalight.
Man, I'm talking about major. All right, major.
Oh, man.
All right. Come on, Hebrew.
And I will punish the world for her evil and the wicked for their iniquity.
Yeah.
And I will cause the arrogancy of the proud to cease.
That's right. That's right.
And will lay low the haughtiness of the terrible.
That's how you know this is your power right here. Because the Most High, in a lot of scriptures, he talk like you talk.
Right.
I'm going to lay low. Right? That one scripture say, I'm going to cut off all who pisseth against the wall.
They were tight.
They shall build, I'm going to throw down. That's how you know this is your power, man. All right? Now, nobody say he going to cause the arrogancy or the proud to cease.
Right.
That's
Right.
what got to happen.
Yeah, man, especially
Even those of Israel, huh?
Yeah.
Their pride has to stop. That's what keeps us broke apart.
I agree. I agree. Moses, one of them 7 sins, that pride, that proud look in Proverbs 6. These things do what the Most High hates. The 7th are an abomination. A proud look was one of them.
Mm-hmm.
If you want to be exalted by the Most High, bring you up. All right. Now watch this. Go ahead.
12. Bring it out. I will make a man more precious. Man more precious than gold.
Wow. Do y'all hear that? Like, look about this. Us as men in general, I'm just going to use the so-called Negro man. We are, all right? Then you put on the table the gangsters or the gangbang, the sodomites, the switch hitters, right? Or just a Negro out here who don't even have a clue about what's going on. All right. Then you put on the table men of the Most High who know who they are, who labor in his word sun up to sundown every season, no matter what they go through.
Right.
And they are still here, and the Most High has preserved them. That's why this scripture is saying that, because in these days that Ezekiel prophesied about 2,700 years ago, the vision he was seeing was about the destruction of Babylon. And in those days, before the destruction of Babylon, men of the Most High would be compared to fine gold. There ain't a sister breathing oxygen that has any bit of knowledge about what's going on that won't be single in this hour. Y'all know that. A man is more precious. We already outnumbered, but then when you break it down to, no, we talking about men of the.
Yeah.
He just ain't talking about
every man.
He ain't just talking about the Negro at the park.
Not talking about June Bar, Cheeseburger, Rufus in there.
He ain't talking about little bullets.
Little man.
Yeah, he ain't talking about Rufus in them. He talking about men that know who their Elohim is or their power is, know who his people are. You feel me? And live by his ways and have hazarded their life for this truth.
Right.
You understand? Those men are precious, fine gold, more precious than fine gold. Right? Go ahead.
Read it again. 12, verse 12. And I will make a man more precious than fine gold.
Hallelujah.
Even a man than the golden wedge of Ophir.
I'm not sure about this. Most don't even know where Ophir. That's an ancient landmass. You know, there's many theories out there. Some say it's the New World, it wasn't, whatever. The point being, the Most High is more precious than fine gold, even a man than the golden wedge of Ophir. Ophir was an ancient landmass full of gold that for the most part, you don't even know where it's at now. And a man of the Most High is compared to fine gold, even more precious than the golden wedge of Ophir. Wow. Wow. You brothers stand strong out here, man. Abide in your calling. All right, go ahead.
Verse 13. Therefore, I will shake the heavens.
I will what?
Therefore, I will shake the heavens.
Yeah.
And the earth shall remove out of her place in the wrath of Yahweh of hosts and in the day of his fierce anger.
Flat out. The day, what you know is the return of Christ or Messiah. Hamashiach. Y'all, that look, the funnies is off the table. That ain't a day of funnies.
So funny.
And you know, girl, let's go on out and put my going out clothes on and get my hair done.
Come get me out.
The Messiah is back, girl. No, this is first anger. Judgment. Other scriptures say he gonna blast like the one we just read. And many shall be afraid. There shall be weeping. Y'all, these are the up on right now. And look, this coronavirus and these plagues are just the beginning. Just the beginning of sorrows. All right? So stop being proud. And you brothers, link with your brothers. You sisters, guess what y'all need to do? Be hospitable toward one another. Learn to love one another. You be all right. And if that ain't what you about, bye. We don't even want you around us. Bye.
Because that's anti-script. He said, how can you say you love the Most High who you never seen?
That's right.
But you hate your brother who you can see.
All day long.
You see what I'm saying? So if you sitting here and you got ill intent or ill mind toward one of your fellow Israelite brothers, how you gonna get to the kingdom? So you gonna tell the Lord, well, if he at the table, I ain't sitting with you. Going off, man. You see what I'm saying? This whole thing is about coming together as Israel. That's all I had to add to it.
Man, look, it is what it is, my brother. All praise and glory now. Out of thine own mouth, you shall be judged. If he be there.
Yeah. So if those who had the issue they had with right, say, well, the gorilla man made it, I'm going the other way.
You will be going the other way.
You will be going the other way.
No doubt.
Give it to the Torah.
And Tony, no doubt. There'll be sisters, there will be wives to brothers that already got wives. But every situation ain't going to be like that. And so, you understand? Some that need to be covered. But again, you got a simple camps that'll cover you. You understand? But y'all, get your mind around it. Isaiah 4 is coming into play. You plan on in there, it ain't no ducking it. That's the, you understand? Wrap your mind around that. Because men are more precious than fine gold in these days.
That's what the Bible says. So the Most High say. And let me say this, right? Therefore, you know what I'm saying? So that's on, you know, influential in this society. Like they living it up, right? You know what I'm saying? They doing good. What Elvis, what's his dude's name? Who came up and said he got the virus that all the women love so much, Eber or whatever.
Yeah. Idris Elba.
Idris Elba, like, you know what I'm saying? He came out of all the women love. You know what I'm saying? So you got the elites, you got the celebrities, you got all these people, they shaking in their boots right now.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And us on the earthly level, the lower level, just trying to relate the heavens.
I feel
you know what I mean? And the people that's on your ass gonna catch hell because the health care, all right, provisions. You're not gonna have the financial stability. You know, during these times, you know what I'm saying, and especially of you who don't have the fear, you know you are finished. Psalm 91 goes all into that. You see what I'm saying? So the Most High is shaking up this whole plan, and he's using who? Esau, the so-called white man. Romans the 13th chapter. Okay, Scripture says this man is his sword. You know what I mean? This is not a United States of America thing. This is a global thing. This is all over the world, all over the planet. For you niggas out there to claim this is some joke, whatever the case is a joke in China, is a joke in Italy, is a joke in what? Iraq.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Closing the border, United States of America. I can't go to work because all the schools is closed. I'm an educator. That's a joke. You see what I'm saying? The court system, legislation is closed. You know, people are losing jobs. You see what I'm saying? We about to go into a recession. What you mean? People gonna start sleep and not alert and not for what the Most High is bringing to the earth. You see what I'm saying? Nobody's saying this is the end of the world, but it could be.
Exactly.
You see what I'm saying? So, you know, this in the day of fierce anger. That's what the scripture says in Amos 5:18. Woe to you that desire the day of the Lord. You know what I'm saying? So we gotta understand, man, and take these times serious and come together as brothers and sisters. You see what I'm saying? The sons of Jacob, man. You know what I mean? Because you're gonna have to come together in these final and last days.
That's
you know
right.
That's just the fact of the matter. That's just the truth. You know what I mean? Just like we all came together in the what's the gun store we was at?
Yeah, Cabela's.
Everybody popped up over there. Nobody knew who was coming in. We all were there. We was all there.
We looked at the spirit was there. They had to be the spirit of the Most High. All conscious bruised, everybody fringed up. You know what I'm saying? Bruised with their ribs, brothers we ain't seen in a minute, and we all was looking at us like, who told all y'all to meet up here at this time? Bro. It was the Most High. And it was all at the same time.
All about 20
between 6 and 7 p.m. last Sunday. You see, in these hours, man. All right, verse. Go ahead.
More, it's a lot of people saying about the internet issue. On Wi-Fi outside of what we have on here.
They got the Wi-Fi. A lot of people rocking on my Wi-Fi. Which one are you on? You on 2G?
Put them on.
Get on 5G.
Oh yeah, we make a quick internet switch to a strong.
Y'all trying to get me on the 5G?
Yeah,
that's a fast.
Everybody
the demon technology.
Yeah. Let me get
okay.
See the show so you see it.
Yeah, for sure. Super shit. 162. Okay.
Well, everybody got your Wi-Fi code. It was live.
Yeah, because I'm on 5G.
I'm on there. I'm on.
Yeah, kind of.
All right, y'all let us know how that's doing, if that's doing better.
Is this doing better for y'all?
Let us know how that's rocking. We on 5G right now, baby.
Are they burning down them 5G towers elsewhere?
He should.
All right, how we looking? Y'all
Man,
that cool?
We got 100. We got 100 in the building. Yeah, because everybody on.
Yeah, you do my next. Okay.
5G is for a short space.
All right, Vision says better. All right, Vision, my Indianapolis brother. Hey, shalom, me.
Hey, shalom to you in your house, huh?
All praise goes to the Most High.
Okay, now we in Isaiah 13. We in verse 14.
And it shall be as the chased roe.
Come on.
And as a sheep that no man taketh up.
It's the chase roe. What is a roe?
A deer.
A deer that's being chased.
Being chased.
The destruction of Babylon should be like a deer that's being chased. Go ahead. Come on.
Hunting season.
It's hunting season.
That's right.
That's the look. That's what the destruction of Babylon is going to be about. Now, when we seeing these things happening, as those is in the faith, what are we supposed to be doing? Watch this. Go ahead.
Hey, that prophecy of Cain gonna be fulfilled. Everyone that seeth me
shall slay.
Right, shall slay us thou. They shall every man turn to his own people.
See, look, the end is about the beginning. You are meant to be with your people. The Most High made the Hebrew woman for the Hebrew man.
Mm-hmm.
The Most High made the Chinese woman for the Chinese man.
That's right.
The Most High made Becky for Brad.
That's right.
Boy, that was pretty good.
Yeah.
For the Bobby.
Yeah, for Brad.
Right.
That's just what it is. All right. So at the end of this thing, no matter how you like it, no matter how you try to weigh it, slice it or fillet it, you are supposed to be with your own people.
That's in the Bible.
Together. Anybody speaking against that in these final hours is not of the Most High. The Most High is not dealing with them. So then they'll throw out certain misunderstandings in the scripture, right? Throw out certain misunderstandings in the scripture to drive a wedge of division in there. But those same men that have differences in understandings amongst themselves, making them what? Hypocrites. Hypocrites and agents of Satan.
Bring it out.
All right. So every man shall turn to his own people. And what else?
And flee everyone into his own land.
Into his own land.
And the land was divided by the number of children of Israel. For his people, and everybody else got their portion. That's why in the end, they had to come up to keep the Feast of Tabernacle, right?
Yeah.
At our land. That's just
right.
what it is.
That's right. That's so
we ain't traveling to them.
So trip off this. You got land and it ain't Mississippi. It ain't Georgia. It ain't sweet home Alabama. Your land is the promised land. So eventually what this is saying, y'all, you got to come up out of Babylon. Worldwide. It's a worldwide construct, but America is definitely a part of that. It's the military arm of Babylon. All right? Eventually, you have to set your mind on coming together with your people. And at the end of this thing, y'all going to be about here.
Together.
Together.
And one more thing, y'all, just to understand what Mally's saying, let's look at this. Right? Right. No interracial mixing. Exactly.
No, not at all.
Listen, the Most High is not the author of what?
Confusion.
Confusion, correct? Does the Most High like mix garments?
Not at all.
Do he like you mixing seed in the ground together?
No.
Do he like you sharing his worship with other gods?
No.
So why would he want his people with other people who he has given other gods over those people?
Don't make sense.
It's confusion. He's not going to tell Islam, don't eat pork, but you can eat shrimp and crab. And then tell Israel, you can't eat shrimp, crab, or pork. That's what? Confusion.
Yeah, that's right.
You see what I'm saying? And that's not of the Most High.
And y'all look, I see a few sisters in her, like we ain't nobody talking about forcing coverings. We are simply speaking, that Isaiah 4 is coming into play quicker than you think. And that you sisters need to start getting together and being creative and being helpmeets one toward another. And that on the table as an option, you feel me, is that a man can bring a woman in and cover her. You dig? But trip out this. Elders over certain assemblies can cover you.
And now we're talking about intimate cover.
Yeah, I mean.
But the whole thing is a woman's supposed to be covered. You don't believe me? Go back to Numbers chapter 30. Read the whole chapter.
Yeah. So
even if she left her man, she's supposed to go back to her father.
I think a lot of y'all, see, when we hear covering, you think of, oh, I got to get the sex and intimate. You understand? Look, that is on the table. Let's not act like, well, no, I can't, that's going to be, no, that is on the table.
On the table.
But there are coverings that are strictly spiritual.
Exactly.
There are coverings, like we got sisters we cover over here at our assembly, that it ain't got nothing to do with intimacy.
Because what we say, if somebody want to holler at you, need to bring him and holler at us so we can sniff their spirit.
So we can sniff his spirit.
Check his temperature.
To make sure he's straight. All right, that's the whole thing.
And now none of us having sex.
Hey, I'm talking about something just like a father covers his daughter.
There you go.
That's what we talking about.
That's it.
Something that's a covering too. A father covers his daughter. Like a husband covers his wife, but the father ain't having sex with his daughter.
That's right.
The brother ain't having sex with his sister.
That's right.
I mean, so hopefully y'all can understand that. You understand? All right, come on, Hebrew, let's get it.
Bring it out.
We're gonna read all the way down to 17. You in 15.
Everyone that is found shall be thrust.
Now trip off this. It's saying what? That everybody shall turn to his own people, flee to his own land. Because everyone that is found,
not with their own people.
Right, not covered, not looking to be in their own land when the dust settles. Right. This is somebody that loves captivity.
Right.
Everyone that is found shall be what?
Thrust through.
Shot through. Go ahead.
And everyone that is joined unto them.
Unto who?
Them.
Your oppressors. Go ahead.
Shall fall by the sword.
You ain't, so the Most High is saying, get together before I force something. And you don't want the Most High to force it.
Because listen, if you're a slave amongst your slave master, and they knowing the judgment falling on them, and you still trying to hang with them, they mad at the Most High and you. They gonna kill you.
That's right.
If you cool with Jim, but everybody around Jim look like Jim and don't like you, Jim can't stop all them.
That's right. Now look, this is a sister my sister Art by Aniya out in Cali. She just said, "Thank you for covering me, brothers." And that's a spiritual covering.
Art of Aniya.
We was on the phone with her Sunday.
Yeah,
it just passed
last week.
You understand? So y'all, again, every covering ain't a sexual covering,
and we ain't came to her that way either.
No, every covering ain't like. You understand? Some coverings are like a father to a daughter, or a brother to a sister, but a lot of coverings are a husband to a wife.
See what Didi say? That's absolutely right. Sisters who are covered should welcome sisters who are not covered into their home.
That's right. Yeah.
Because they need protection.
Yeah.
No doubt. Exactly.
Hallelujah.
Be more welcoming. Is what we're saying. Y'all, the viruses, the plagues are in the earth. How long are you going to wait as sisters to start being hospitable and having a welcoming spirit to other sisters? How long you brothers going to let certain misunderstandings keep y'all from a link up
with your brothers?
Come on, man.
We've been healing the breaches.
We just read that whoever's found going to be thrust through. And if you join into your oppressor, you're going to fall by the sword.
And watch what's going to happen to your children in the next verse.
Go ahead.
Their children also shall be dashed to pieces before their eyes. Their houses shall be spoiled, and their wives ravished.
Ravished mean raped.
See?
Ravished mean rape.
Judgment
when they send in these foreign nations, when they send in these foreign nations like these UN thugs, United Nations thugs, when they send in the Marines, when they send in the Marines, the Navy SEALs, when they send in these Russian troops, look, every life as you know it, you understand, is over. And guess what? You can't pay these people off. They here for one reason: to ravish your women, to spoil your houses, and to dash your children to pieces. Look, that's going to be the judgment for you being out of bounds.
With them people.
For you not wanting to come together with your people. That's the judgment. Now trip off that. That should make you want to do what's right. All right? Read on down to 19.
Right.
Okay, go ahead.
Behold, I, the Most High, will stir up the Medes against them.
Come on home.
Which shall not regard silver, and as for gold, they shall not delight.
The ancient, you know, the Medes, the ancient Medes is ancient Media Persia. They were an ancient empire that ruled after ancient Babylon. All right, you know them today as Iran, backed by nuclear Russia. The same nations are in the earth, and they are rising up against the Western powers, you know, as Babylon today. And knows what it said. They not going to regard your money. They're not going to regard, and this is real money. They talking silver and gold. This is not even Federal Reserve notes. These ain't even dollar bills. Look, if silver and gold won't pay them off, guess what else ain't going to pay them off? Your federales. Your dollar bills ain't going to be enough to stop them from coming to rape your women.
Dollar bills.
Cut your children into pieces. Rob your possessions. Shoot you through. Real talk. So that's why y'all, now is the time. Later for the minor discrepancies. Love your people, man. Especially y'all that know y'all serve the same power. Come on home, man. Come on home. It's time for us to start linking and talking with one another. There's one thing I say about this brother Nehemiah. He talked to hundreds of people every week. He's our minister of information. He always on the phone with somebody, counseling. Always on the phone with somebody, sharing resources.
All praise to the Most High.
The Most High uses, brother. You see, but that's what time it is. Lines of communication need to be open. Sometimes it's good enough just to reach out. Look, I'm just checking on you, sis. How you doing? Hey, what up, bro? What's going on, man? Hey, look, hey, you more than a conqueror, man. Keep your head up, y'all.
If you need me, call me.
All right, come on, Hebrew.
I'm the type of brother that actually get up and come and holler at you if you really need me to.
Yeah. 18.
Right. Their bows also shall dash the young men to pieces.
Y'all, a bow is an ancient bow and arrow, which you know today is missiles and modern weapons like bullets and guns.
Shoot through you.
It's telling you it's going to dash our young men to pieces.
That's right.
And these are the young men that refuse to gather with their people. See, it's safety in that. Because one of us together is a problem, but when we all start coming together, Mashiach say, with 2 or 3, I'm there. If 2 or 3 are there and we agree in spirit about something, especially when we pray about something, but he gonna honor that. He gonna honor that. So why would you want to be a sitting duck in this hour by yourself,
Solo
and alone alike?
Solo.
Boy,
Finished.
Come on, Ike, what else to say?
says thou not a light.
Mm-hmm.
And Babylon, the glory.
They shall have no.
Oh, my fault. And they shall have no pity on the fruit of the womb.
Come on.
Their eyes shall not spur children.
Shall not what?
Spur children.
I've been on all the little short leggers around our assembly. I just got on Yakanan Eliezer, little daughter, Juanina, Bina. I just got on a whole bunch of short leggers around. I say, look, the Most High don't spare children either. Reread your Bible. There's a book called the Bible. Have you ever read it? There are stories of children being put down.
That's right. Mocking the priest.
Now is not the time for none of us to be out of bounds. All right, go ahead. 19.
And Babylon, the glory of kingdoms, the beauty of the Chaldees, excellency shall be as when God overthrew Sodom and Gomorrah.
And now ancient Babylon was never overthrew with fire.
That's right.
That's how you know it's talking about this Babylon. Ancient Babylon never failed by fire.
Right.
Sodom and Gomorrah got nuked from heaven.
Right.
So how you think this rulership go in? The Western powers, the Babylonian construct, in which the USA is the military arm of it. It's going down. As when Moses overthrew Sodom and Gomorrah.
Right.
So now's the time, brothers and sisters, get yourselves together. Stop playing around. Because the Most High is not playing. All right.
And it should never be inhabited. Now, people is inhabiting Iraq. They over there. You know what I'm saying? What are you talking about?
Yeah, exactly.
Right. So that's not talking about ancient Babylon. They went straight to the Persian and Medo Empire.
That's right.
Right?
That's right, my brother.
It should never be inhabited, neither shall it be dwelt in from generation to generation.
Wow.
Okay? Neither shall the Arabian pitch tent there, neither shall the shepherds make their fold there.
Hey, look, and you know them Arabians own all the slumber markets, gas stations. They all over with this called Babylonian construct. They all over. They basically run London.
That's right.
The Arabs, the Muslims.
They're all over Detroit, everywhere.
They all over.
Every
So Isaiah was not prophesying about the destruction of ancient Babylon. And if you don't know nowhere in history where Babylon, the rulership, even during John the Revelator's time, it didn't fall by fire. Ancient Rome did not fall by fire.
Right.
And it's inhabited.
Right, exactly.
So, all right, now we got to deal with where we at right now. All right. So that's what that is, y'all. We're going to go to 2nd Ezra, the 8th chapter next. 2nd Ezra, chapter 8. Before we do that, I want to show this video right here. All right. Breaking military vehicles moving into major cities. Martial law is imminent. And these heathens be fear-mongering a lot, but me personally, I believe heathens ought to be afraid in this hour. I really do.
The alternative media television.
Give me a Yahoo if y'all can hear that.
Already noticed when you go to
Give me a Yahoo if y'all can hear that.
supermarkets, meat, food, all this stuff is pretty much gone. Canned food, pastas, things that should last a long time are gone. Also, if you go to the butcher section or you try to get produce or you try to get eggs, ground beef, there's either a limit on how much you can buy or it's just completely emptied out. Now, we're hearing reports that the supply line is absolutely affected. This is why the military is getting involved. This is why certain acts that President Trump has issued has been done, where you're going to have nationalization of industries, including our supply and production. Now, also, I'm getting emails and reports and video of people in towns and cities. They see military trucks, tanks coming through, getting brought through on the trains. You see the military vehicles coming right through to your area near you. Now, just a quick update on the viruses. New York City, viruses like literally doubled, tripled overnight in the last 24 hours. Gavin Newsom of California has been saying they're probably going to do a martial law. And a lot of people are asking about this, saying, no, only the president can issue martial law. States and governors can issue their own martial law in that state as a governor, just like they did with the Boston bombing, Massachusetts. If you recall, Massachusetts and Boston, they did martial law. So 56%, this is the projection for California, 56% of Californians and these residents will be infected with coronavirus. Now, I've been hearing reports from people, my friends, that even young people, just the other day, a relative called me, one of their friends, 30-something-year-old, died from the virus. So it's a little bit of myth that only old people can, we saw this even with doctors in Wuhan and in China. They were dying. They were young, they were in their prime, and they were dying from the virus. So this strain is very aggressive. It is mutating. It can last in the air for a very long time. And I'm sure you guys, when you go to the supermarket, a lot of people have mandatory shelter-in-place orders. This is going to be temporary. Soon it's going to be mandatory, where it's martial law. Already curfews are put in place. Stores are all shut down. Banks, Chase banks around my area are completely shut down. And a lot of people are saying, oh, if the banks are shut down, that's fine. You can still go to the ATM in the bank. The workers have to be there. The ATMs don't magically fill up with cash. The Brinks trucks have to come, or whatever trucks that supply the money, and the workers have to be there. They don't just magically fill with cash. So the quarantine in certain areas are more mandated than other areas, but soon we're going to see full-blown mandatory lockdowns. In California, again, I'm going to repeat this, that they project that over 56% of the people are going to be infected with the coronavirus, and a lot of people are going to die because of this. So Gavin Newsom was saying that, he's thinking about martial law on the streets to control the population. People are panicking big time. You guys see this. People are hoarding, panic buying. People are very concerned. You probably can't find soap. You can't find sanitization. You can't find medical supplies. Amazon came out in a blog that they are only going to ship out things that are basically necessities, like medical necessities, meaning that if you order just whatever you need to order, even if it's food, online through Amazon, most likely you're not going to get it right away. Now, when you talk about the markets are crashing. We are going into a depression-style environment. And you guys remember that.
Y'all trip off that. Shout out to my sister, DeMonica Didi Jones. She works at a major bank out here in STL. And she's a manager, bank manager. She just said our bank's ATM ran out of money at one of our branches, right? This sister hit me up the other day, I think it was Wednesday, and said she's on a conference call. They shutting down all the lobbies. All right, get y'all money out them banks.
Remember, because we were live that day, whatever. Some of you might be. But during the Great Depression, they couldn't pull cash out of the banks. The banks lost all cash.
Shalom, my son. That's my son, Malak Israel in there, y'all. Give him a Yahoo. Shabbat shalom, boy.
Capital.
You better be acting right.
I'm not saying to pull everything out of the bank. Just do stuff that's smart. Prepare for the worst, but hope for the best. Obviously, pull out what you can, because you can always put the money back in the bank. Like they look on their phone, they see their balance goes down. No, you can always put it back in the bank. So do it smart. In Lebanon, when there was all this corruption and all these government officials, literally, they were so corrupt that they pulled out all their money from the banks, and then regular citizens couldn't go pull out their money. And people were just homeless. The banks refused them. They didn't have the cash. And now when you see the New York Stock Exchange close their doors, where they're just doing electronic trading, think about this for a second. The entire stock market in our economy is a casino, a straight up casino. So it's not just on algorithms and electronic trading. It's all insider trading. All of it is insider trading. You know it, I know it, everybody knows it. So if they can't do their insider trading and make the money that they want in the stock market, they're going to go to the banks, they're going to pull out millionaires and billionaires, pull out massive amounts of cash. Already, I got an alert because I have Chase. Over 1,000 banks are temporarily closing. They're putting curfews in there. So a lot of banks and branches are going to be closed. It's going to get worse as we go along. You know, the incubation period when it comes to the coronavirus is just horrid, where you would have no symptoms, and you guys already know this, but you can still spread it. It's a very strong contagion. A lot of people, even in Florida and Miami, they're celebrating spring break. They're not following the quarantine measures. They're out, they're partying, they're spreading it around. A lot of people are at risk. We have a long time to settle in, a very long time. Now, a lot of people are asking me, should I still pay my rent? Should I pay my bills? Well, if you can, yeah, absolutely. If not, I would discuss it directly with each company as best as you can. But supposedly, some companies are going to assist you with delaying the rent. There's already a delay in foreclosures that was issued by the federal government through the end of April. So you might have, some leniency with the companies, but I would contact them directly for you to find out specifics of what's going on. I'm going to keep you guys updated on this. Obviously, just like I stated before, when you see a lot of these medical tests coming through, a lot of these coronavirus tests coming through, you're going to see the cases jump. A lot of people have the coronavirus and they don't even know it. They're doing their best to sustain it. We are experiencing a war, just like President Trump said, by a hidden enemy. Now, obviously, he's calling it the Chinese virus. I think whatever happens from here, China will not only be a Cold War enemy, but we can have a direct war with China.
Yeah, boy, because Donald Trump calling it the China virus. He like, later for all that, I'm gonna call it the China virus. I ain't gonna call it the corona.
Given the fact that the origin of this virus is so suspicious. It's so suspicious. I don't believe that it just came from a rat or a bat, especially given the fact that that super lab was only a few hundred yards away from the Wuhan supermarket. So there's a lot of things they're not telling us, and this is just getting worse. So prepare now. Make sure you're prepared. I love you guys.
They might do their little sales pitch. Yeah, the only way for you to prepare on any type of level is to be down with the Most High and be obedient to him. Other than that, we got certain things so we can sustain any type of blow that's coming down the pipe. But y'all, all that preparing without preparing spiritually for the Most High, all that's in vain. All that's in vain. Because guess what? You can't shoot the virus.
Right.
You can't shoot it. All right, y'all, I want to show y'all something out the email real quick. Let me show y'all something. All right, hold on 1 second. I'm getting hit left and right. Hold on. Y'all know I'm live now. All right, I just seen what you had sent me, bro. There you go, right there. And then the St. Louis police. Let me show this first.
Yeah.
Show y'all what's going on here in the HTL.
That's right.
All right, let me show y'all this real quick. I am about to open this on up. All right, this right here, y'all's local.
KMOVA.
KMOV4.
CBS.
Yeah. KMOV4, CBS. Hold on. 2:40 p.m. today. Well, I can't scroll. All right. The St. Louis Metropolitan Police Department said officers will limit their in-person responses to certain non-emergency incidents like larcenies, destruction of property, missing persons, thefts, or car break-ins. All right. The department, let me see, where is it right there? Go ahead.
All right. Check this out, y'all. Shout out to Judah Ben Moshe that sent this to me earlier, right?
No doubt.
Can you go back up a little bit so I can read it from the beginning? Check it out. This was being sent, and this is from the KMOV television station, CBS, for weather. This Virtual Channel 4 is a CBS affiliated television station licensed to St. Louis, Missouri, United States. The station is owned by the Meridian Corporation. It says the St. Louis Metropolitan Police Department said officers will limit their in-person responses to certain non-emergency. Well, let's see what the non-emergencies are. Incidents like larcenies, right? What's that? Breaking and entering, right? So invasion of homes,
right?
Robbing, mobbing, right? Well, the individual lights or the single light sisters, destruction of property, right? Missing persons, kidnapping vow.
Wow.
If you kidnap and somebody say, "Oh, where's Boquisha at? We ain't see her in 2 days. You are gone with the wind. Nobody looking for love."
No, said they're going to limit their in-person responses.
Right. So nobody coming to see his law. Right. Thefts or car break-ins. Right. So coming to rob his law. Okay. Take your car. Break into your car. The department said officers would not respond in person if these crimes are not in progress.
They have to be in progress for them to respond. They have to be in progress.
Going down.
Right at the moment. Right in there.
Happening.
Yeah, larceny is theft of personal property. And look, so you have to catch the stealing in progress.
Right.
And then look, they have to be there while it's happening.
Right. While they're robbing you.
So it's over. By the time they get there, they're going to be gone.
Right. So while they're robbing you in larceny, you have to be on the phone on 911. Say he's robbing me right this second.
And also got to be there to see it.
He got to be there to see it. So you done. Okay? And it says if these crimes are not in progress and if there are no apparent suspect to pursue. Look at that. You know what I'm saying? So when you look at this, and this is a credible source because it's coming from one of the news stations here in St. Louis.
That's right.
Right? A sister of ours, right? Brother worked for the military. And he said there's no way that the St. Louis Police Department should be sending out this notification that they are not going to be policing the city of St. Louis.
That's right.
With only way they should be saying that is if the United States Army have taken over
martial law.
Martial law.
So basically, it's about that. They are stepping down from their posts.
Right.
And the brother that's in the military said the only way they can even do that is if the military, martial law is taking over. Then the police can say, well, we ain't going to respond to certain things because there's a greater force and authority now. The fact that they are doing this and it's not martial law yet, or they know martial law is about to be implemented.
Right.
One or the other.
See that? So this was going down in the city of St. Louis. So what more, which is 400,000 people at tops, okay? There was 302,000 people in 2018.
Within the city limits, yeah.
Okay.
Including St. Louis County.
Right.
Missouri as a state is 6 million people. As a state. New York City caps that. New York State caps that by almost 20 million.
Oof.
And in New York City alone, it's like 11 million.
Yeah.
In New York City. So those of you that are in these big metropolitan cities, oh, it's going to be hell upon thou.
Hectic.
Hectic. Fierce.
And then to prove brother right, if you don't believe what brother's saying, I know for a fact, take that number, 314-231-1212, copy, put it over there and paste it and see what information come up. That's to the police department.
And it says the department said people who witness these crimes can still call police at the non-emergency line. Officers will respond to violent crimes and incidents in progress.
Come on. By the time you get there, it's over.
Right. But people will be asked additional questions before a supervisor decides to send an officer to a scene. Oh, you are finished.
Exactly.
It's over.
That's The Purge.
That's The Purge.
Well, go watch The Purge. They've been showing you in the movies the past few years. They basically telling y'all, look, we stepping down from our post. Y'all police yourself.
Right. Every man for themselves.
We don't want y'all sneezing on us.
Right.
And then also too, this is more reason why you have to have a cover. Who you think they could? Listen, a predator, a real predator, looks for where there is no male presence, right? In a neighborhood where you got all the men at home with their children and wives, how many of those children come up messed up and missing?
Zero.
But in a village or neighborhood where the women are by themselves, men are coming and going at nighttime, what's happening to those children and all that? Snatching them up, doing everything to them, hurting them, having their way with them. So what I'm saying is, this is why we have to be on top of our game, y'all. We ain't just saying this. This is why you have to come together. And y'all who got these children out here and these mixed children, when you think that thing we just read in Isaiah, when they decide to figure out which way they're going to go, what you think they're going to do to those children? And to you, the man that's married to the white woman or the white woman married to the black man, what you think her people going to do?
Right.
Because Israel ain't taking you in.
The same Purge. I mean, that's what I'm saying. What you think all these movies was about?
Come on, man.
And so, in other words, you're going to have to make a hard line decision. You understand? You have to stand with the Most High. And look, y'all, ain't nobody saying it ain't going to be painful. A lot of us have made decisions in our former life before we came into the understanding of what it is. A lot of us made horrible decisions, and that we still paying for it to this very day. But you're going to have to make a decision. Who are you going to stand with? If you're going to stand with the Most High never said it wasn't going to be hard. He just said, I'll never leave you. But he never said it wasn't going to be hard.
And Christ prayed for you because you was in the world, not for you to be taken out of it. If he was appointed for him to die, the greatest man that ever rocked, and those souls that's under the altar gave up their ghosts, he said, listen, we still waiting for a few more. Death is on the table.
All right, y'all. Look, shout out to my sister Art by Aniyah out in Oakland, and she out in Oakland, California. She just sent me this off Facebook. I ain't on Facebook no more. But all these billionaire CEOs have stepped down within the past few weeks to a month.
Wow.
Now look at that, y'all. You're talking about billionaires. What's really going on? What are they stepping down for?
Right.
You got to ask yourself that.
Uh-oh.
All right.
Is
So
the government taking over?
Is it a one world thought?
Is the one world government the elitists, the Illuminati?
Right. And everybody got to check in. Everybody got to check in and hand their power over.
Now, if this is fake, then it's fake, right? But if it's real,
wow,
that's heavy.
It is heavy.
This is not a game.
This is not you quitting your little temp service job.
Right.
Boy.
These are billionaires.
Right. Bill Gates.
CEOs of major corporations,
right.
Worldwide corporations.
Not Mama's Fried Chicken.
Yeah. Boy, right. So first one we got stepped down. Hey, y'all, within the past few weeks to this very last month, all these CEOs have stepped down and resigned. Now your question need to be why? Why? Right. And then they using this coronavirus as the launching pad for this new world agenda that's coming on in. Notice all the religions are starting to get on one pace and come up under one kneecap. All right, now look at this. All right, now look at this. Bill Gates, y'all know who that is, right? CEO of Microsoft. Believe it or not, he's rumored to have a patent on the coronavirus, which means he was in on inventing it. Bob Iger. And then look, y'all, a lot of these people have pedophilia charges too. A lot of them, Harvey Weinstein just went down.
So did.
The Weinstein Company.
They're walking in to help him out. That old sympathy look.
Bob Iger, Disney CEO. Mandy Ginsburg, Tinder and Match CEO. Hulu, some of y'all got Hulu. Randy Freer, Hulu CEO. Adam Beeman, Mad Men, I don't even know what that is, CEO. Les Wexner, Victoria's Secret CEO. Oh, Dang sisters. Keith Block, Salesforce CEO, co-CEO. Matt Levitch, Harley Davidson CEO. Really? Jeannie Romoty, IBM CEO. Jeff Weiner, LinkedIn. Y'all put your resumes on LinkedIn. John Laguerre, CEO of T-Mobile.
Uh-oh.
Wow, that's big.
That's major. And a Jay Banger, MasterCard CEO.
Oh,
That's even more major.
right. Because you could go anywhere and use the MasterCard.
All right, this right here is go ahead, Nehemiah.
Look at the platforms that the owners were on. Listen, go back to the top.
I just looked up all these joints.
Scroll down, bro.
Whoever got this on the screen, everybody gotta go back. Hold on, bro.
And I just looked up all these people. And everywhere I looked up, on being a Googleite now, it says they resigned. Mm-hmm. Between the time of January and now, these people have resigned. How the hell is that all major corporate CEOs,
billionaires,
chief executive officers are resigning from their companies? How is that? Is that a coincidence? How is that a coincidence? How is that at the same time? See, that right there even makes me feel like, dang, something even extra like, yo.
Yeah, hold on.
Oh, so it's really going down for real.
This ain't like you getting fired from your little temp service job. These are billionaires stepping down from their corporation.
You ain't stepping down from the fries at rallies.
Boy, you ain't in the fry line no more. So look, let's examine this taste, right? I ain't gonna go long. Bill Gates, if he relinquished his power to the beast, what did the power have access to? All y'all operating systems. What did they give the beast power now over? Your digital information. Why? Because most of us use a Microsoft platform, right? And most of us, listen, everybody has a digital footprint. He got you. The beast. Now, what about Disney? Disney affects your entertainment and your children. If he got your children, he got all the generations thereafter. What about Tinder and Match? Now he's putting wicked with wicked. He's perfectly making you up with those of like mind so he can keep you where he wants you to be. Look at Hulu.
Yeah.
Giving you all your wicked insight. Mad Men, taking care of your medicine. Victoria's Secret. The beast will want you. Listen, man and woman is driven by their sexual nature. Makes sense for the beast to have that. If he want to keep his people. What's the next one? I'm not sure what Salesforce is. But Salesforce, if it's dealing with anything with marketing, there it go.
Sales.
Yeah. Harley Davidson, they take care of it. Listen, you know, most of the heat love they bikes. You know what I'm saying? So now you're giving them what? Vehicles, chariots, transportation.
Yeah.
IBM, one of the first computer platforms that they brought out. So now that's corporate, because most IBMs now are not home-based, corporate-based.
Right.
What about LinkedIn? Now he knows all about you, your jobs, your past, your future, your present, your history, your anniversaries, what skill sets you're used to and everything. T-Mobile, now he has airways and communication. Chip, mark, money, MasterCard. These are very precise, strategic takeovers.
Makes sense.
For something that has who has power over all that. If he gains that.
So Revelation 17 is coming to life. They got to give their power over to the beast for a time. Man, it's going down, man. Like this. Hey, the Bible is jumping off the pages. And all day today, I just been smiling like, wow, look at this. What we've been talking about for decades, prophesying about for decades through that Holy Bible is now a reality. Real talk. And it's a beautiful time, man. You are living in the time that the prophets saw in their visions. They saw these times, and you are in them. So hallelujah.
Yahoo.
Yahoo. All right, let's show y'all something else real quick.
That was major, man. I like how you broke it down. All right, that's corporate America at its finest.
Yeah, bro. And that gives them access to everything about us.
Everything. That's hitting Harley Davidson, the white people. Right? All of them. You know what I'm saying? Everybody getting
Ain't
hit.
that crazy?
Communications, transportation, medicine,
Money,
entertainment,
children,
everything.
Everything. The works.
the work.
So go up and read. Let me read up there. Go up and let me read on down for you. Right? Before you show the map. Right? So it says, matter of fact, let me go here. The coronavirus. Right? This is an update. I showed this on my live on my channel the other day about terrorists should make him afraid on every side, right? The coronavirus. Coronavirus in the U.S. Latest map and case count, right? It says updated March 20th, 2020, 10:27 p.m.
Yesterday.
So it's 12:21 a.m. now, right? So this is updated
2 hours ago.
2 hours ago.
Yeah.
Right? It says the number of known cases of the coronavirus in the United States of America surged past 15,000. It was 10,000 yesterday on Thursday. On Friday morning, as testing expanded and the virus spread, as of Friday evening, at least 17,836 people across every state, plus Washington, D.C., which is the hub of damn Satan.
Yeah.
Right? And 3 U.S. territories have tested positive for the coronavirus, according to a New York Times database, and at least 238 patients with the virus have died.
And this is just in the United States. This ain't even
time is 1 hour, so it actually happened an hour ago.
This was updated an hour ago, huh, brother?
Yeah, because we central. Yeah. Eastern time is an hour ahead of us.
So what are we looking at here, Mikha'el? What's going on?
So as you look at the map, you see, let's just deal with the East Coast.
Oh.
Yeah,
Let's look at the East Coast where I'm from, right? You have New York. It was 4,100 yesterday. Now it's 7,100 in New York.
3,000, bro.
Okay? 7,100. They got 100 in Connecticut, 300 plus in New Jersey, Rhode Island 44, Boston, Massachusetts 400 plus, Pennsylvania 200, Maryland and Delaware. They got what? I can't really see everything there, but it looked like 39 and 100, 200 plus.
East Coast.
And it shows you have a big circle on this particular area here, because one, New York is the Empire State. New York City have more people than any New York City have more people in that particular city than any other major city. Let's just keep it above. And they have is a melting pot of different nations, because that's where all nations came in to America through Ellis Island. You see what I'm saying? Which was the gateway to the United States of America. Right?
So it would make sense strategically to drop it there, because then if you hit that with the biggest hit, you control now the economics. There you go. You control the economics of the United States. You also control the immigrant population, which each of those going to try to run back to their people, as we read. Then you infect them. Then you also control, because that's what major shipping coming in. You know what I'm saying? Boats, barges, commerce. You know what I'm saying? So not only is it the financial capital, it's also a major hub of transportation for goods and exports,
right,
and imports. So if that's affected, what happens here in New York affects everything west of it.
Right.
Then strategically, if you start infecting all your coastals, you restrict the U.S. from receiving anything. And when there's bans, nothing goes out. See, one thing that America has always been hurt on a financial level, right? We import more than we export.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? So we don't have a source of real good money or fiat.
So we're not producing.
We're not producing anything.
We're consumers.
Right.
And consumer nations die off quicker.
And if China is the is representing the coronavirus, then China is a main, like the brother said, main supplier of goods and services. They make almost every damn thing.
It's on your shirt. Yeah. Then check out the other strategy, right? Then go down to Georgia, right? So if you did have agriculture that you could grow, you done infected that area.
Right. They
All
got
your what you would call equator states. Look at the infection. Also, it would be greater there anyway because it's more what? Hot. In heat, what happens?
Yeah.
The virus thrives. That's why hospitals are cold when you go in. You control Florida. You also control those. Everything south, LA. I mean, I'm talking about
some of the Gulf of New Mexico.
Texas,
Alabama, Georgia,
Louisiana,
Mississippi,
all of that.
Louisiana,
Florida,
Texas.
Right, main ports places here, Florida, the Gulf of New Mexico.
Now, why do you think they hit Chicago? Chicago deals with what?
The
Things that
Great-
go with measures. There you go. The Great Lakes.
Yeah.
Right
So you
here.
control Canada's
Right,
imports and
that's the
exports.
border of Canada.
See what I'm saying? Now come over here to the West Coast. Controlling the West Coast, you control
Washington, Canada border,
and after that, if you got California,
Los Angeles,
Come on,
California, all of that here.
so you control
All port
all the
states.
port states.
Right.
Wow.
Now look, that's why you don't see that much in the middle. Not saying it won't come,
Right.
but listen,
The
even though we
ports.
have the biggest states, we have lesser population. Why? Because Missouri, Kansas, Iowa, Arkansas, all these places still have great amounts of land, uninhabited still, right? So I heard a brother today, he said he prayed to the Most High, told him to get out of Washington,
Get out DC.
get out of DC, my bad, get out of DC. Then, where should I go? He said, Spirit told him Missouri. Look at Missouri.
Right. And yesterday when I first did my class, okay, it was at 22 people in Missouri. By the time I ended the class, it jumped up to 28.
Now it's 56.
Today it was 48. Now it's 56. right
Double.
now.
So you double from yesterday.
You see that?
Yeah.
56 in Missouri.
That's still
There's
great.
500 in our neighboring state, which is 5 minutes away
From St. Louis, yeah.
from where we are actually right now.
That's
Yeah, bro,
right.
you got right here on 270, be right
270
there.
right there.
Yeah.
500 plus. Okay?
They gonna close the border soon.
You
Watch
see what I'm
I tell you.
saying? Yeah.
Right here.
So if you go to Illinois, you about to get the corona.
Yeah, right there. Just circle it with the curse. They gonna close that. Cause that's how this is actually where St. Louis meets Illinois. That's why they call it East St.
It's
Louis.
the Mississippi River.
Yeah. There you go. They want them closing that border in a minute.
Then you got Arkansas with 100. Tennessee is going 200 plus.
Yeah, because it's too close to the south.
Okay,
It's a border state.
right. And more, and you see more closer to the east, they getting hit.
Man, that East is getting towed out the frame.
You see what I'm saying? And that's surprising West Virginia because there's not too much over in West Virginia anyway. But you see Montana 15, Wyoming 22. Kansas was lower yesterday as well. They jumped up to 48. You see what I'm saying? So this is a live
And these are a
update
lot
map.
colder areas too.
So if you guys copy, you type in the NewYorkTimes.com Corona map,
Posting the link.
you will be able to track what's going on in your city. Okay? So if I'm looking at this map and I'm looking at the East Coast up there, the Northeast, boy, it looks scary as hell. It's off the map. And I'm not saying it should be afraid. We got to, serve the Most High. But for real, let's be real right here. It's going down over there.
And while
It's
everybody was
going
talking
down.
that mess about you back in the day about you coming down here and all that, when the truth be told, you came down here to get your daughter and fought for her and won.
Hallelujah.
Right?
Facts.
Is that a place you would take your daughter back to right now?
I'm I'm telling my son to come out of New York with my grandson.
Makes sense.
I'm telling my two teens to come with their mother being rebellious, whatever the case is. You see what I'm saying?
So how you know that
I
when the
would-
Most High guide you to a safer place for your
Got me up out of that, Jones. I'm good bread. I'm happy. I'm cool.
See what I'm
You see what I'm
saying?
saying? I don't want to be there. There's too many people in New York City. It's going to spread too fast.
Yeah, you can't control.
There's too many people. There's 1.5 million people in the Bronx, where I'm from. That's just the Bronx.
And listen, I know a female officer, you know what I'm saying, who just left there and went down to Florida because it was just too much. But she didn't really make a big, better move, but she did.
Yeah, I mean,
Get the hell up out of there.
surprisingly, I would have thought that Florida be hit up crazy too, but they only got 500 plus there. Florida is a big state,
And it's a
Yeah.
port. And it's a port on every side. Look.
right? It's a port on every side. So let's not be surprised that joint just start blowing up.
Yeah, I agree with you.
I just posted that in the chat, y'all. So y'all check that on the live updates.
Also, CDC.gov. That's the Center of Disease Control.
Okay.
It'll have a map on it as well.
And this right here, we ain't gonna look at this. It's 20 minutes long. It says President Trump shuts down Mexico and Canada borders. That was the date.
We just talked about that.
That was March 20th. That was the date. March 20th, 2020
And
with
that's
297,000.
Bingo.
Yeah, shut down the northern border and the southern border today.
Makes sense.
All right, y'all, let's get into these scriptures. 2nd Ezra, the 8th chapter is where we going. All right, so because somebody asked, where we at? You know what I'm saying? Dealing with prophecies and all that. Hey, we gonna show you. We gonna show you. And again, we'll never give you a date and time on anything.
Right.
Right. All you can do is look at the signs and the tokens that he gave. So you can do what? Get on your good foot and start repenting. Get yourselves together.
That's right.
And start gathering with your people.
That's right.
Because look, everybody is running scared right now. Everybody. It's time for Israel to love one another and not be afraid. All right, because your redemption draws near. All right, one of y'all got that?
All right, let's bring it out. I'll read 1, 2, and then you go. This is 2nd Ezra, chapter 8, verse 1. And he answered me, saying, the Most High have made this world for many.
Yeah.
What world is this? The world we currently live in. Okay? You know what I'm saying? The earth, the United States of America, and all the other countries. You know what I'm saying? But the world to come for a few.
Only the world to come, the kingdom of heaven.
Right.
Where everybody's trying to get to, right? That's only made for a few. News flash, everybody is not going to get it.
Right.
I've got it already.
The few, the ready.
Yeah, everybody's not going to get it. So count yourself blessed. Count ourselves blessed that we know the little that we know. But the world to come is only for a few. And that's a sobering reality. The world you're in right now is a setup for everybody, many, but not the world to come. All right, go ahead.
I will tell thee a similitude, Esdras, as when thou askest the earth, it shall say unto thee, that it giveth much mold whereof earthen vessels are made, but little dust that gold cometh of. Even so is the course of this present world.
So mold will grow on earthen vessels, vessels that are made out of the earth, right? A lot of mold, but little dust grows on gold or can be found on gold. So he's doing a similitude or a comparison. He said, Ezra, if you really want to know, ask the earth. And the earth, vessels that are made out of the earth, a lot of mold will grow on it if you don't keep it up. All right. But the gold that you dig out of the earth, even though it's dusty, it's little dust compared to the mold on the earthen vessels.
I will make a man
more precious than fine gold. Yeah.
Ain't that much dust gonna be on the golden man of the Most High.
Say not a stain on.
That is staying on.
Hey,
you're not gonna be a dusty hobo.
Right.
All right. Even so is the course of this present world, right?
Which is ruled by Satan.
Yeah.
Right. Yahweh said, the prince of this world have nothing to do with me. Verse 3, 2nd Ezra 8:3. There be many created.
Come on.
But few shall be saved.
Only a few. The few to ready, like Mod said earlier. The world to come is only for a few, and only a few are getting it. Man, that's a sober. Look,
that's scary.
That should make everybody listening make their calling and their election sure.
Right.
This is not the time to be playing. You're supposed to be turning it up, praising the Most High in this final hour, going hard for him, not slacking off, because only a few are going to get it.
Right.
That's frightening, man.
And how many of you can confidently say that you're part of that few? The Lord said, many should say in that day, Lord, Lord, prophesy in thy name, cast out spirits and everything.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
I never knew it's loud.
I never knew it's loud. Off to the lake with Jake.
And look, and notice what he say, those that work iniquity. A worker of iniquity is somebody that's blatantly breaking his commandments.
AKA sinner.
You feel me? And look, and ain't got no problem telling you to break them. Oh, you ain't got to keep no commandments.
Right.
Eat that pork.
We're not under the law. It's a new covenant. Be wicked as hell
Sleep with your
and
neighbor's
claim to
wife.
be righteous. Going off.
Right, verse 4.
So answered I and said, swallow them down, O my soul, understanding and devour wisdom.
Let that mind be in all of us. Ezra heard that it was only going to be a few be saved. He said, let me drink down some understanding and choke on wisdom then. Since the world will come only for a few, I need to be getting me some understanding. I need to give me a double shot of understanding and let me choke, devour on wisdom. Because these are the fruits that you're going to need to get into the world to come. Let that mind be in all of us, man. All right, go ahead.
Verse 5, for thou hast agreed to give ear and art willing to prophesy. For thou hast no longer space than only to live.
Hey, you better spend the rest of your time prophesying
That's
out there.
all you got.
You know what I'm saying? Spend the rest of frame your mouth to speak righteousness. Being that all these things shall be dissolved. What manner are we to be but holy in all our conversation?
All while you living. That's all the time you got.
Speak about the word of the Most High. Ain't nothing else to talk about.
Right. And you agreed to this truth, right?
That's right.
You heard it and you agreed. You prophesied, you professed it, right? So you got to what? Teach this word.
That's right.
Right? Because you have no time to play around. You see that? Right? So once you come in this truth and you up there, how about show me how side? You're done. You're done.
Over is for thou.
It's over for thou. You don't want to be the man that was given one talent and hid it in the dirt and told Yahweh Shai when he came, I knew that was an awesome man, Lord. I hid it for thou.
Waiting for you.
I was cooking. I was acting like I was cooking crack in a rap video. It was some damn cake battle. Boy, don't get what he say, boy, toe tagging bag. But those mine enemies,
I wish not for me to reign over thou.
Bring them over here and slay them before me.
Give me that one talent and I give it to the one who increased it by 5 and made 10.
Come on, man. You could at least did that. Give it away to somebody. You don't even want to do that.
Playing around.
Spend the rest of your time doing the work of the Most High, you men, women, and children. Because we read earlier, the children ain't even getting spurred. That should be a fear, but that should be a righteous fear. Like, you know what? Let me get on out here and do what I'm supposed to be doing.
Right. Because the Most High said what? When Satan came to tempt them, he said, are you hungry? Right? What he said?
Man should not live by bread alone.
Man should not live by bread alone.
Yeah.
Right? You see what I'm saying? So we're supposed to live by the what? The word of the Most High. For there is no longer space than only to live. So we're supposed to be living by what? The word.
That's right.
Right? So if you saying you don't want to believe in the word or the laws, statutes, commandments of the Most High, you are dead. Done. Finished.
Man,
over.
look.
Reynolds.
Man, hey, he's selling you death, whoever that is.
Exactly.
You might as well go ahead and join Creflo Church.
Right. Let's go back to the church, bro. It's over. Verse 6. O Yahweh, if thou suffer not thy servant, that we may pray before thee, and thou give us seed into our heart,
Wow.
and culture to our understanding.
Nah, culture. Not the Hebrew culture, huh?
No, the Hebrew culture to
Wow.
our understanding.
Wow.
That there may come fruit of it.
Wow.
Right? How shall each man live that is corrupt, who beareth the place of a man?
Wow.
See that? So what he's saying right there. So I'm gonna read again. Oh Lord, if thou suffer not thy servant, that we may pray before thee. Right? And thou givest us seed to what is the seed? The word. Right? You see what I'm saying? This is the seed that he implanted us, the word, giving us the understanding, the culture of who we are as the children of the Most High, as the elect. You see what I'm saying? Right? As a nation of people, that there may come fruit of it. So we're supposed to what? Go out there and teach this word.
That's right. That's right.
See what I'm saying? We're supposed to go plant this seed. We're supposed to go teach this word, man. You see what I'm saying? The scripture talk about there's some that's going to bring forth 30 fruit, some 60, some 100. But if you're sitting on your behind not trying to do anything, then what are you doing?
Exactly.
You're playing around. That's what you're doing. All right? And you're corrupt.
Look, Luke 8:11, to back my brother up, Luke 8:11. Now the parable is this: the seed is the word of the Most High.
Boom.
Seed is the word.
The word needs to be buried inside you.
Verse 7. For thou art alone. You brothers and sisters don't want to talk like you don't want to congregate. You don't want to be amongst no other brothers and sisters. And we all one workmanship of thy hands, like as thou hast said. So we got to be together, man. You know what I'm saying? Right?
And check this out. So if Christ or Hamashiach is the head of the body and we are the body, that's like me telling my finger, I don't want you on my hand. What sense does that make?
Right.
Like me telling my arm, I don't want you around.
And how you got control and you ain't even there.
You ain't even there.
That controls and send the signals to make the fingers and the legs and everything move.
Mm-hmm.
You're rebelling. You're a parasite, man, within the body. You got
and nobody destroys itself of itself.
Right.
I mean, it shouldn't. Let me say it like that.
Yeah, exactly. You're right on that, brother.
You got some crazy old.
So here's no verse 8 gonna say, for when the body is fashioned now in the mother's womb,
Thou givest it.
And thou givest it members, right? Toes, legs, all that stuff like that. Thy creature is preserved in fire and water in 9 months. So wow, that's deep. Thy creature, which is us, right? That's created, is preserved in fire and water.
Yeah.
In the womb.
In the womb.
Woman.
The fact that you even here is a miracle.
Right.
The fact that you even here is a miracle.
That's
It's by divine fiat, divine appointment. Go ahead, Hebrew.
And 9 months doeth thy workmanship endure thy creature, which is created in her. Oh, that's love that verse.
Yeah, boy.
That's a powerful verse for real, for real. You see what I'm saying? On various different topics.
Yeah, it is. It is. Bro. It is.
Verse 9. But that which keepeth and is kept shall both be preserved. And when the time cometh, the womb preserveth, delivereth up the things that grew in it.
Yeah, at the time of birth. Right? Again, it's a miracle. You even being here breathing oxygen through your wide nostrils is a miracle. The whole birthing process is a miracle, man. All right? Go ahead, Hebrew.
For thou hast commanded out of the parts of the body. That is to say, out of the breast.
The what?
The breast, not the Similac. The breast. That's why women have breasts. Milk to be given. Sisters,
that's right.
Your breasts are made to give milk to be given, which is the fruit of the breast.
Beautiful. Beautiful.
See, your breast is not just for you to showcase to Jake.
Purpose.
Okay, it has a purpose. Your purpose of your breast is to bring forth fruit to the child, to nourish the baby up.
And according to the Song of Solomon, to please thine husband.
In Proverbs, let thy breast satisfy thee. The Proverbs of 7 or 6 or 1 of them.
These Hebrews became breastmen.
Right? So when there's no baby on the breast is Nehemiah.
You gotta tell me, brother. I love the Israelite woman.
That's right. Come on.
Verse 11. That the thing which is fashioned may be nourished for a time, till thou disposeth it to thy mercy.
Hallelujah. We know he's rich in mercy, right?
We just read it.
Yeah,
Right.
we did. Go ahead.
Right, and the baby is weaned at 3. But thou broughtest it up with thy righteousness.
So you brought the child up with what?
Righteousness.
He created the child in the womb and what?
Righteousness.
Come on.
And nourished it in thy law.
There with that little hog.
Boy, I'll tell you, you get so hawk smashed by even thinking you can utter out of your mouth that we don't supposed to keep the law.
Man, because you
respect the law.
Because you were nurtured in your mother's womb by the
By
law.
the law.
Oh, people that says in rights, no one night stands, no jump off. That's why you have a lot of trouble, man. Because we've been out here going wrong with the thing that the Most High said for us to do in righteousness, and that's our sexuality with our mates.
That's right. Come on, Hebrew.
Thou broughtest it up, which is you, the person, the creature, with thy righteousness, right? And nourished it in thy law, and reformeth it with thy judgment.
Judgment is on the table. Go ahead.
And thou shalt mortify it as thy creature, and quicken it as thy work.
Verse 14.
Wow.
Bomb. Watch this.
Right? So Isaiah 11, 1-2. What's that? St. John 6:63. If therefore thou shalt destroy him which with so great labor was fashioned, it is an easy thing to be ordained. It is an easy thing to be ordained by thy commandment, that the thing which was made might be preserved.
Man, Ezra say, look, if the Most High worked that hard to create you and to turn around with ease and destroy you, I mean, he worked hard that you will be here for them 9 months. Think about the miracle involved. Think about your nervous system and your brain and your heart and your fingers and all the DNA within inside you and your genetic makeup and your cells and your immune system and your endocrine system and your nervous system, everything that makes you, right? And then a turnaround in the half of a breath destroy thou. Woo. Ezra say, you know what? It's easy to be ordained to keep your commands.
Easy work.
If he would with ease destroy that which he worked hard and labored to make, hey man, that's a no-brainer. I don't want to be destroyed, so what do I need to do? Keep his commandments. That's easy. That's why he say, look, let me swallow down understanding and choke on wisdom. Let me devour wisdom and swallow down understanding. Since only a few gonna be saved, what am I doing? Trying to figure out ways not to be obedient, thus by nature becoming the children of wrath. That's the book of Ephesians, the 2nd chapter. There ain't no time to be playing, man. Plagues are in the earth for a reason. Get yourselves together. Now's the time for you to stop milly-mouthing and get with your people. You sisters, be more hospitable one toward another. Have a welcoming spirit. You brothers, link up. It's what we read. Everybody got to turn to his own people and flee to his own land. Everybody that's not even in that spirit gonna be shot through. Your children gonna be dashed to pieces. Your women gonna be raped, and your goods gonna be robbed. And you should see these heathens out here at these gun stores, but everybody's nervous because the big payback is here. It's a beautiful thing. All right, I want to jump down for time's sake, man. This is beautiful, man, because Ezra, this whole book, he was having powerful conversations with the Most High, man. All right, so look, I want to jump on down. Y'all read that when y'all get a chance. Jump on down to verse 50. 50. All right, what we got, brother?
2nd Ezra 8 and 50.
Yeah.
For many great miseries.
Few great miseries.
For many great miseries shall be done to them that in the latter time.
I mean, that just meant 2 years after
Ezra
wrote this.
Right. Latter time.
The Negro was in the last days, don't mean the last days. Well, that just meant 2 weeks from when he said it.
2 weeks from now. 50 years from now.
No, man.
Soon you come out of the wilderness and go into the time after Joshua died. Those are the last days, and Genesis 49 prophecies have been fulfilled. Gad.
Oh, man.
What the hell is you talking about, brother?
Oh, man.
So starving to push a doctrine. Yo, misunderstanding. Ridiculous. For many great mysteries shall be done to them that in the latter time shall dwell in the world.
Yeah.
Because they have walked in great pride.
It is impossible for you to say that's not happening now. We are not in them times.
Right.
Look at the great miseries that are happening.
Right.
Look at all the CEOs that just stepped down the last few weeks. Billionaire CEO.
Right.
Not no mom and pop store.
Right. Not Junebugger Rufus.
Not a Negro getting fired. So why you gonna get fired on your day off?
Right. Friday.
You
Friday
was,
Night Lights.
You were still in cardboard box. What you trying to build a club? No, major C billionaire
out, Craig.
stepping down. Coronavirus spreading all over this earth. And say what you want, whatever. It's a respiratory disease, or if you believe it or not. When you're done talking, it's affecting this earth. Regardless if somebody got a patent on it or not, it's affecting this earth. And look, schools are shut down. Right? Look, the country, Trump just shut down the Canada's border and the Mexican border. Right? The whole Bay Area in California is shut down. New York City is quarantined. Vatican City is shut down. The entire Italy is shut down. Mecca shut down. Jerusalem, 14 days self-quarantine. Iran, 2 times to show me Iran. Shut down.
Right. But you Negroes out there, right? You say this is a game, it's a joke, and the whole nine.
Man, please.
It's so simple for you to even say that, because even if you want to say that the coronavirus itself is false, what's not false is everything else that was just said.
That's right. That's right. Even if you thought it was false, you can't deny that all the CEOs of billionaire CEOs of major corporations stepping down. From Bill Gates on down to the CEO of Verizon. Yeah, you can't deny that. Right? And you can't deny everything else that's happening back to back to back. It is what it is, right? Verse 51. But notice what he said. But understand thou for thyself and seek out the glory for such as be like you. So even though this is what's going on, the miseries are here, he told Ezra, seek out the glory for those who are striving to be righteous like you. That's what we need. That's what we need to be talking about and seeking in these hours. Those that are seeking to be righteous and in the righteous spirit in this hour. The wicked the wicked got a wicked coming. But guess what? The righteous got the everlasting kingdom. So he told Ezra, I know you got a lot of questions, but seek out the glory for such as be like you. That's why, again, so that's also promoting what? Coming together.
Right. And look, it's also in harmony with the scripture. You're supposed to cast your pearls before swine anyway.
Yeah.
And after the first and second admonishment, then keep it moving. You know what I'm saying? They'll come back and holler at you if that's what it is. But listen, seek the righteous, or the righteous, be amongst yourself.
That's right. Seek the righteous, and you seeking the righteous, you naturally gonna fellowship with them.
That's right.
How you gonna seek the righteous out and say, oh, that's what's up, dog. Holler at you in 8 years. Naturally, y'all gonna break bread. Naturally, y'all gonna sit down and exchange resources. Naturally, y'all gonna open up that Bible and go through scriptures. Naturally, y'all gonna pray for one another and fellowship and praise the Most High. You feel me? So guess what? That's another scripture promoting coming together. Seek out the glory for such as be like you. Right? Verse 52.
All right, we in 2 Ezra chapter 8, verse 52.
Hallelujah.
For unto you is paradise open.
Ezra was promised by the angel of the Most High. Paradise is already open for you. That's why he told him, seek out the glory for such as be like you. That's right. Because paradise is already open for you.
That's a great testimony.
Man, that's a bit. That mean what his work followed him.
Sealed deal.
Ooh,
You got it. You
Sealed
in.
deal.
Deal.
Sealed deal.
You good.
You
done.
in.
You made it.
Man.
Just stay your course.
Man. That's beautiful, man. So why we bringing this for y'all to lose? You can't make it this far and then act like you cooking crack on a stove with some damn cake batter in your baggies. Boy, that's ugly. That's ugly. The end of a thing is better than the beginning of it. You can do righteousness your whole life, and in the end, slip and do evil, and none of your righteousness will be remembered. You know what's stuck in everybody's mind right now? That boy was acting like he was cooking crack with cake batter.
Right.
Popping fitteds.
Going off.
Going off. All right, come on, Hebrew.
Verse 52.
Yeah.
For unto you is paradise opened. The tree of life is planted.
Well, that was one of the trees in the garden, right?
Right.
And it's under you.
Right.
Go ahead.
The time to come is prepared.
Come on.
Plentiness is made ready.
Not scarceness, plentiness. The kingdom is constantly increasing. Rich, abundantly, exceedingly. Plenty of it. It's only for a few, but it's plenty.
Right. For the few. Plenteous.
Man, that's beautiful, man.
Is made ready, like they say.
That's right. Go ahead.
A city is built and rest is allowed.
Man, we can rest.
New
in,
Jerusalem.
Finally vacation, huh?
Yeah.
Rest, man.
People have been going through captivities, all this sojourning.
In other words, y'all, we ain't even been living. You don't know what living is. When you just become so accustomed to death, you don't know what living is. Death is normal to you now. Death is normal. All right, go ahead.
It says, yea, yes, perfect goodness and wisdom.
Come on, Hebrew.
53. The root of evil is sealed up from you.
Y'all hear that? You understand
No
that? The mind of Satan, the mind of the adversary, his whole vibration, his whole setup, his music, his food, his clothes, his talk, his universities, his indoctrinations, all of it's gone. Sealed up from you. Go ahead, Hebrew.
Weakness and the mouth is hid from you, and corruption is fled into hell to be forgotten.
Wow. Sound like we talking about immortality here, brother. So sound like we talking about what we had in the beginning. All right, go ahead.
Sorrows are past.
Hallelujah.
And in the end is showed the treasures of immortality.
Yeah, we shall be as a Mashiach.
Oh,
He's immortal. You shall be the same. Oh, praise, man. That's powerful. Now, how could we? So again, you don't know what living is, right? Only him that is immortal can tell you what life is.
Right.
Wow, man. And now, how are we gonna lose out on that?
You shouldn't want to.
Come on, man. We all supposed to be in this war, banging against wickedness.
Right. And so, what will help you get that immortality? I just gotta pull this, please, Bubba, for sure.
Come on, brother.
This was Hawks or Sam Shimon Smash vows that's saying that you don't have to keep the Lord or Most High, because this is one of my favorite verses. Sirach 19 and 9. 19. Get there. Yes. Get there. Beautiful scripture.
Let me get there.
In the spirit of Uncle Obed. Scripture. Baby face Uncle O. Check this one out. So you had that immortality over there, right? So we're gonna get another verse that says the same thing. We're talking about the fruit and all that. Same thing. The knowledge of the commandments of the Most High power
Hallelujah.
is the doctrine of life. So if you not recognizing the commandments
Right.
of the Most High, law, statute, commandments, which is the doctrine of life, then you're dead. That's just that.
That's on the other doctrine.
You have the doctrine of death. That's it. Right? My people are destroyed for the lack of knowledge. Because what? They reject the law. So if you're saying we don't have to keep the law, rehearse the righteous act, establish the law, you are finished. That's just that. We're not going to play with you. You're done. And they that do things that please him. What are the things that you do that please him, the Most High? His law, his statutes, his commandments. What are you talking about? Not what you decide to do that pleases thou. That's not pleasing the Most High like Saul did and went against the Most High commandment. He told them to kill everything of the Amalekites. Everything. Every man, woman, child, suckling, beast, cattle, everything.
Yeah.
And this Negro
got carnal and emotion.
want to think about, oh yes, the people want to save, he want to save the king, his homie, right? His friend he done made. And then he gonna blame it on the people and say they kept the best of the cattle to offer a sacrifice to thou, Lord.
So he had a white man that was his friend.
Right. The white man. The white man. He wanted to save the white man, right? You see what I'm saying? And establish his own righteousness.
Man, he lost the kingdom
and lost the kingdom because you want to do what the hell you want to do. And the knowledge of the commandments of the Lord is the doctrine of life.
Hallelujah.
And they that do things that please him, our Father, our King, shall receive the fruit of the tree of immortality.
Oh, there it go.
So you are Hawk, Shamshawan, Smash. If you're not dealing with the commandments of the Most High, you are finished.
You're not gonna get the tree of immortality.
That's it.
Read verse 24 for me, bro.
Yeah, let's get, yeah. Oh yeah, that one is that's my other favorite one. Oh, matter of fact, can we read this 22?
You know we can.
The knowledge of wickedness is not wisdom, neither at any time the counsel of sinners, because you said we don't got to keep the law of the Most High. The laws are done away with. We in the new covenant, Ak. Why are you teaching me that?
Which is the laws. Which is the laws.
Right. So you have to teach man no more. You have to teach anybody. Why are you telling me that?
Still the laws.
Off. Finish thou. 24. He that have small understanding.
That's right.
In fear of the Most High power.
Come on.
Is better. How you fear the Most High? Keep his commandments.
That's right.
Is better than one that have much wisdom and transgressive the law of the Most High.
Man,
look, so you're not keeping the law. You saying we don't got to keep the law. The law is done away with. We're in a new covenant.
Man, look, don't get
you're done.
That's death, man.
That's it for
and we seeing that you will be blocked from the tree of immortality.
Right.
So don't fall for that, man. That snake oil doctrine. Like my aunt down in Tennessee say, Satan is slicker than snot on a doorknob.
God damn.
Shout out to my auntie and his father, man. Had me in stitches.
Wow.
Because, you know, I always say Satan slicker than snot. He said, boy, he's slicker than snot on a doorknob. I say, boy, I got to use that one, bro. You know what I'm saying? All right, 2nd Ezra 8. For unto you, all right, 54, I think. 55. We just read Tree of Immortality, right?
Right.
You can read 54 again.
Let's read 54 again. It says what? Matter of fact, start 53. The root of evil is sealed up from you. Weakness in the mouth is hid from you, and corruption is fled into hell to be forgotten.
We in 2nd Ezra 8, one soul, 2nd Ezra 8, verse 54.
Sorrows are past, and in the end it showed the treasures
Wow.
of immortality.
We just showed you get there by keeping the command.
Exactly.
And faith in the Mashiach for you non-Messianics and think you can just keep Torah and don't believe in the Mashiach. You're finished.
Right, over for thou.
And then I know y'all shaking in y'all boots in these hours because Daniel was only given the vision up to a certain point. And then Daniel was told close the book. Then the spirit was given back to John the Revelator to finish Daniel's vision. Y'all don't read Revelations though. Because Revelation is the revealing of a Mashiach. I know y'all shaking in y'all boots in this very hour.
And a lot of y'all don't want to believe in Ezra, 2nd Ezra, because your 2nd Ezra is talking about the New Testament. Dumb.
That's right.
When you read the 1st, 2nd chapter and the whole chapter, the whole 2nd Ezra.
It's talking about, the New Testament. Matthew 24, 2nd Ezra 16. But in 2nd Ezra 7, the Mashiach is named.
Right.
My son. Yeah.
Boy, we used to hawk smash loud on Facebook. Finished. Right? 56. That's where we at? Or 55? 55. And therefore ask thou no more questions concerning the multitude of them that perish.
He told Ezra, stop asking about the wicked. Concern yourself with the righteous and how they gonna be delivered out of this.
Right.
And that's all we concerned with.
Right.
That's all we concerned with is the righteous and how we are going to be delivered about this thing, man. Ezra was told the same thing. Look, you made it. Tree of life is for you. Paradise, a city is builded. Seek out the glory for such as be like you.
Like thou.
And y'all, so in this hour, we need to be talking more about how the Most High loved Jacob. Esau and the other nations got what they got coming. Let's focus on us. Nothing wrong with that. And again, that's promoting what? Coming together. That's still promoting brotherhood when you done talking. All right. 56. This is beautiful. Watch this.
For when they have taken liberty, they despise the Most High. Thought scorn of his law finished and forsook his way.
Come on, man.
I can't believe how you see so many scriptures throughout the Old, the New, the Middle, everywhere in the Bible. It says the law.
All over there, man.
All over the Bible. For you to say we don't keep the law, we don't have to keep the law is dumb as hell, man.
Yeah, but you've been blinded. That means there's no oil left in the lamp.
No oil for thou.
You understand? Because if there's no law, there's no light.
Right.
Remember, it tell you that Proverbs, so there's no light. If there's no light, there's no oil. That means you're not a wise virgin because you didn't have what in your lamp? Oil.
Right.
In your lamp.
You lost the oil.
Oil in your lamp produces light, and the law is the light.
Right.
And then Hamashiach said, I am the light of the world. And he kept what?
All
right, so it says if you in him, you're supposed to walk as what he walked. It's not only too many scriptures, all the comparisons take you right back to what you're supposed to be doing. Stop doing that, man.
Stop.
And don't let nobody sell y'all that.
Right.
Because the people that thought scorn on his law and forsook his ways, watch this. Woo.
Moreover, they have trodden down his righteous
man.
Wow. Moreover, they have trodden down his righteous. I wonder who that is.
Right. What are the righteous doing? Like, how are they deemed righteous? Come on, man.
And said in their heart that there is no God. Woo. Yea. Yes. And that knowing they must die.
I know you atheists, your heart about to fall out your chest in this very second. You done said in your heart there is no God. The fool have said there is no God, right?
And you know you lying.
And guess what? You knowing that you must die. See, look, this is the attribute of the Most High that nobody want to talk about. You don't want to talk about wrath and judgment. Everything comes into judgment. Everything. You are not supposed to be in this hour when plagues are in this earth. Earthquakes are in this earth. Plagues are in this earth. People are dying left and right. And you got the nerve to twist your lips and say, you ain't got to keep the laws. You ain't got to be obedient to the Most High. Then you're saying the Pope can get into the kingdom. You're saying all the cardinals and bishops that's been molesting little boys going into the kingdom. I mean, what's the difference? They believe in Jesus, like thou,
Jesus,
like thou,
Jesus,
but they don't keep commandments. Come on, man, stop it. I mean, no Israelite should be teaching that in this hour.
Yeah, that's so weak, man. That's just weak.
That's part of our identity on how they know who we are. We keep the code or the command of the Most High. No Israelite in this hour should be teaching you ain't got to keep the commandments.
That's all.
That don't even make sense.
Yeah, that's dumb.
That don't
That's
even make sense.
Christianity.
Yeah, that don't even
How you
make
gonna
sense.
come in the truth with that? Like you learned that, you heard that in the world, man. Like, you know, Christianity, like that's simple. You know what I mean? So I want to establish something where it says the righteous, right? Though, you know what I'm saying? When it says, where was that? Moreover, they have trodden down his righteous, right? So who is the righteous nation in the Bible? Right? It says, in that day shall his song be sung. This is Isaiah 26:1.
Yeah.
In that day shall his song be sung in the land of Judah. We have a strong city.
Hallelujah.
Salvation will Yahweh appoint for walls and bulwarks.
Woo.
Open ye the gates, that the righteous nation which keepeth the truth
Man.
may enter in. What is the truth?
Man.
The law. Who is the righteous nation?
Israel.
So how you're not going into the gates because you don't keep it the truth.
You ain't right. And you teaching others.
Are you James White?
Right.
Bastards?
You see what I'm saying? So it's over for thou. That's it.
This right here is Isaiah 51:6-7.
Bring
Look
it
at
out.
this. Read this right here for me.
Isaiah 51.
We're gonna read 6-8.
Isaiah
Just to
51.
land back on what my brother is saying here.
Isaiah 51:7, right?
6-8.
6-8. Lift up your eyes to the heavens.
Come on home.
And look upon the earth beneath. For the heavens shall vanish away like smoke. And the earth shall wax old like a garment. And they that dwell therein shall die in like manner.
Wow. So look, reality, everything you see, the things that we see are temporary. There's more than your existence than the physical things you can see, such as the earth you standing on and the heavens you can look at every day. Right? Those are even on the clock to vanish and disappear. Right? Go ahead.
But my salvation,
Hallelujah,
shall be forever.
It's not temporary, it's forever, it's permanent. Go ahead.
And my righteousness shall not be abolished. Bob.
The Most High's, not your own righteousness.
Right.
The Most High's righteousness will never be abolished. Now let's get further into it. Because verse 7 gonna tell you.
Oh, verse 7, because I would love to add to that one, brother. That is so beautiful. That is a smoke bomb. That's a nuke.
Verse 7 gonna tell you what the righteousness is.
Okay, so I'm just going. Let me just finish with Maliat. Verse 7. Hearken. Oh yeah, I see it. I gotta go there. Hearken unto me, ye that know righteousness. So you knowing the righteousness, right, which is the law. They're gonna tell you the people in whose heart is my law. That's a bomb. Praise, brother.
His righteousness shall not be abolished. Right? Listen unto me, ye that know righteousness, the people.
Isaiah 51,
Isaiah 51, 6 and 7. whose heart is
my law. My law.
And his righteousness should never be abolished.
Never be abolished.
And there's a people out there.
Shall be forever.
Yeah.
Never be abolished forever.
Yeah.
right?
And there's a people or a nation out here who are vanguards or stewards of the Most High's Torah, His law. That'll never be abolished.
Oh my God.
Never.
Hawks and match.
Whether you're talking old or new covenant, it'll never be abolished. Let's finish that 7 up and we go.
Fear ye not the reproach of men that say we don't got to keep them. Don't worry about them because they speaking against the Most High.
Yeah.
So don't fear them. Neither be ye afraid of their revelings.
That's right.
No matter how much they running their mouth, trying to convince it loud that you don't have to follow the righteousness of the Most High, which is His law.
Hallelujah.
Read Deuteronomy 6:24-25, and you will see how the Most High tells you clearly. And I have to give this. I want to do a class on this, but this is a class in itself. Straight bombs. Okay, so let me just go there right quick. This the ad, which is you're already done, right? So I just want to bring this out too, because this is a nice scripture for you brothers and sisters to bring out.
That's
where
right.
you want to establish like what is righteousness, right? Deuteronomy 6:24. I'm gonna start with 23. And He brought us out from thence, that He might bring us in to give us the land which He swore unto our fathers, right? Then it says, and the Lord and Yahweh commanded us, right, Israel, to do all these statutes, to fear the Lord our power, for our good always. Always is not ending.
That's right.
That He might preserve us alive as it is at this day. When are you reading the Bible? This day.
That's right.
So how you gonna say the statutes and the commandments is done away with? And what is the it? These statutes, these commandments shall be our righteousness.
Wow.
So you're cut if we observe to do all these commandments before Yahweh our power as He have commanded us. So if you do them, you shall live.
Hallelujah.
If you don't, you shall die. And that's that.
Hallelujah.
All praise and glory to the Most High for these nuclear bombs of Hiroshima and Nagasaki.
That's right. That's right.
So nobody should come and tell you after these few scriptures the brothers brought out. There wasn't many brought out Isaiah 51. I programmed that joint in my mind.
Yeah.
51, 51, 51, 51, 51. The Hawk smash, abolish, not abolish. You're done.
The people in whose heart is my law.
Oh my goodness, that's so. Oh my goodness.
And my righteousness will never be abolished.
Boy,
Man, y'all, so many scriptures. For real,
That's
for anybody to
beautiful,
tell
man.
you ain't got to keep the commandments, you supposed to be looking at them like a snake oil salesman.
what the hell are you talking about?
Boy, you selling snake oil.
What are you doing? What are you saying, brother? Hold on, I got one more for you. You know, I tell you, guys start bringing all type of nuclear bombs upon thou his own, right? 2 Kings. Let's go to 2 Kings 17. Don't let nobody trick his vow. Okay, don't fall for the sorcery. Okay, because you already got the ammos, 2-3 witnesses already. Okay, 17:36. Right? Let me read that. Now the Most High always reminds us what He have done for us. Right?
That's right.
It says, "But Yahweh, who brought you up out of the land of Egypt with great power and a stretched out arm,
Hallelujah.
Him shall ye fear." Not your teacher, your elder, or some Negro popped out of nowhere. "In Him shall ye worship, and to Him shall ye do sacrifice."
Flat out.
And the statutes and the ordinances and the law and the commandment which He wrote for you, ye shall observe to do forevermore.
Wow.
Evermore. And ye shall not fear other idols.
Flat out.
That's it. And the covenant that I have made with you, ye shall not forget.
Flat out.
That's a complete sentence right there.
That's right.
Complete. You should not forget. So ain't nobody can sit here and tell you that we supposed to forget the laws, the statutes, the ordinance, and the commandments of the Most High, because you Negro, you don't want to keep the righteousness of the Most High.
That's right.
Okay? You see what I'm saying? If you going off, then you going off. Don't try to teach a doctrine that they'll send other people to hell to make them 10 times a fold of hell than yourself, the scripture tell you.
That's right.
That's wicked, man.
That's right, man.
Eat your own offness, and that's it. But don't teach other people to go off.
Repent of it.
Repent of what you're doing, and then keep pushing, brother.
That's right, brother.
That's it. All praise and glory to you. I was glad that came up, boy. Great goodness.
That's your knows what it say. Read down 39.
Let's go down. But Yahweh, your power, you shall fear, right? How you fear? Keep the command. And he, our Father, our Messiah, shall deliver you. I gotta have to read this. And that's what I wrote down on Facebook. And he shall deliver you. Who gonna deliver you? Yahushua, the Most High through Yahushua, deliver you out of the hand of your enemies. So these Negroes that's right, telling you not to keep the commandments want you to stay in Babylon the Great. They don't want us to be delivered. They don't want us to go to the kingdom of Mashiach Yahushua. They want you to stay right here in Babylon the Great and chilling with the coronavirus.
And catch the coronavirus. They want you to catch it.
They want you to catch
because
the coronavirus. In
Proverbs, it say the law will be your health to your neighbor. They want you to get sick and die.
Howbeit, they did not hearken, and we're not listening to them. That's it. That straight up.
Flat out. Woo! All right, 2nd Ezra 8 and 59.
Let's get back. 2nd Ezra 8.
Our Lord, let's bring it out. Let's bring it out, man.
8 and 59.
Yeah, look, in these last seconds, you're not to be disobedient. Don't you want the Most High to establish a protective hedge around you? Right. Don't you want him to give his angels charge concerning you? Right. Don't you want to be able to say 1,000 gonna fall at my side, then 10,000 at my right side, right, but it shall not come near me.
Right.
With my eyes, I'm going to behold and see the reward of the wicked. Right. Because you made the Most High your refuge and your trust. No plague will come near you. Out. You want to be able to boldly say that. Why? Because you have been obedient, man.
So disobedience got us kicked out. So continued disobedience going to get us back in?
Man, disobedience going to get you the coronavirus. Up your ass.
How you going to fall off the horse in the last hour? Really?
Yeah, stop
That's simplicity, man.
Yeah, stop.
You see what I'm saying? That's simplicity as hell.
Any of you brothers out there teaching that, bro, that's snake oil doctrine. You understand? Repent of that. Repent of that. There is no penalty for being obedient to what the Most High say do. What's the judgment for doing what he say do? What judgment is he gonna bring upon you because you honored the Sabbath day? What judgment is he gonna bring upon you because you didn't commit adultery? What judgment is he going to, yeah. What penalty should I say? What penalty is he going to bring upon you because you honored the Sabbath day or didn't commit adultery? What penalty is going to bring upon you because you didn't eat the hog meat? What penalty are you going to receive, you understand, because you kept the Passover? What penalty comes with that? What tax comes with it?
That dawn on eternal life and rest.
Everywhere we read, it's a blessing. Not a penalty, a reward.
The reward.
That's right, man. Straight up, stop it. Anybody that's trying to tell you that you ain't got to keep the commandments, simply ask them, what is the penalty for me keeping?
Right.
And show me with the scripture.
Reverse the world upon thou. Finish.
Yeah, I got told boring.
Oh, yeah, boring.
Yeah.
I'd rather for a millie mouth woman than call me boring too. Yeah, I'd rather be boring to you worldly women. You understand?
Right.
But look, pleasing in the eyes of my Father. And look, we don't live boring lives. My life is very adventurous.
That boy been clapping his hand all day.
my life is a non-stop adventure.
According to the word.
All right, verse 59.
Come on. Verse 59. Let's go back. To the second address, 859. For as the things aforesaid shall receive you, so thirst.
Man, look.
So thirst and pain are prepared for them.
For the wicked, thirst and pain are prepared for them. Look, the tree of life is for you, Ezra, and all like you. But thirst and pain are for those that think scorn of the Most High's law. Go ahead, Hebrew.
For it was not his will that men should come to nothing.
It was not the Most High's will that man came to nothing. Right? You actually chose to do this. You chose to go out and thought the world was fun. Stop it, man. Hey, the world ain't got nothing for you but a brimstone sandwich. That's it. The lake with the snake. Flaming embers.
and Mally brought out a good point when he said, when you made that statement, so what reward would I get for keeping?
What punishment?
What punishment would I get for keeping the commandments, right? You see what I'm saying? I want to bring this right quick and get back there. Deuteronomy 32:41. If I wet my glittering sword and my hand take hold on judgment, I will render vengeance to my enemies and will reward them that hate me. What Yahweh Shah said in St. John 14:50, if you love me, keep my commandments.
That's right.
If you love me, keep my commandments. So if you're not keeping his commandments, the Lord said he will reward you that hate me because you don't keep his commandments and you're not trying to establish his commandments and you're not trying to bring forth righteousness to your people. So you are finished. That's just that.
That's right. With his sword.
With his glittering sword.
Boy, say that Isaiah, I'm going to bathe my sword in heaven with blood.
God.
Verse
60. But they which be created have defiled the name of him that made them.
Flat out, man. Woo. You can't say the Most High's creation, specifically mankind, has not defiled the name of the Most High. And today, all you want to say is why. Why I gotta be like that? You don't know how deep down the rabbit hole we are. You asking about why at the end of this thing. And we continue to do the same sins that our forefathers was doing. The very same sins that got us finished as a nation. What do you mean why? All right. Go ahead, Hebrew.
61.
And what I'm thankful. Verse 60, and what I'm thankful unto him.
Okay. And we're thankful unto him. I'm sorry. But they which be created have defiled the name of him that made them, and were unthankful unto him which prepared life for them.
And you got to be unthankful. Think about the pride that goes on today. Think about how people say, look, I'm going to do this because my granddaddy did it, my mama did it, my great-granddaddy. Think about how bullheaded we are as a people. You can't tell our people nothing. We've grown to become unthankful. And the Most High prepared life for us. Man, he prepared this earth for us. Right? Read verse 61. We're going to get a little bit of chapter 9.
And therefore is my judgment now at hand.
My what?
And therefore is my judgment, the corona virus, now at hand.
Because you've been unthankful to the Most High. Right? You thought scorn on his law. You said you want to do what you wanted to do. So guess what? Now judgment is here. Now judgment is here. Deal with it. Deal with it. For us that's been telling y'all this for decades, these are exciting times for us. I've been smiling all day. I've been in stores all day, looking like Most High. Thank you. Told Dr. Water Rabbah, told Dr. Rabbah for allowing your servant to see a little bit of your judgment starting to manifest in this earth. In this earth.
And it's around the whole earth.
Yes, exactly. You heard me?
It's around the whole earth.
The whole earth. It ain't just like it's happening in St. Louis.
Right.
If this deal is hitting the entire earth and all the holy cities that are the headquarters for the three main religions are shut down. Or shut down. You can't say this ain't a move from the Most High.
Look at that. New York City. the Mecca, the Empire State of the United States of America, the money which attached to England.
That's right.
The Vatican City is the what?
The spiritual part of Babylon.
It's the spiritual part of Babylon.
Birthed all the religions.
Right? And this America in general is its military for real.
Yep.
The United States is the military power. England is the financial district of the whole Babylonian system.
That's right.
You see what I'm saying? Right? So they getting hit. You know what I'm saying? Whether Esau think he's doing something against whoever he think he's doing it against, but the Most High said he digged the pit and digged it as fallen to the pit which he made. The Most High is going to destroy this empire called Babylon the Great.
That's right.
Okay?
That's right.
You see?
Man,
all praise and glory to y'all.
Hey, man, it's a beautiful time to be living, man. I'm excited. I ain't gonna lie to you, boy. I've been smiling all day like most High. Thank you. Thank you, because for the longest we bruised were deemed crazy, antisocial, radical. Y'all always talk about that Bible, hobos and the like, right? Now the Most High is leveling the playing field now. Your little so-called advantage that you thought you had, your little social status that you thought means nothing in this hour. If you ain't got nothing that's cash in spiritually, guess what? You've been spending your tires in the mud this whole time. You actually thought you were successful. You thought you was getting somewhere with all this. Meanwhile, Most High shut down everything that ain't praising him. All your sports are shut down.
Right. Your idols.
All your entertainment or your distraction is shut down. All your jobs, they tell don't even come back to work. Matter of fact, keep them babies at home too. Woo. And guess what it's doing? Forcing us to what? Be with our families more.
Right.
Be with our brothers and sisters more.
Right.
Come together. It's forcing to come together. That's what's so beautiful. The Most High just made a force move in this earth while all the heathens are panicking. All glory to the Most High, man. All glory to him.
Forcing us to come together. So, our women got to rise up.
That's right.
And stand behind the Most High Yahweh Shai through the men that the Most High have anointed and called to bring forth this word. You see what I'm saying? Because when you read Isaiah 32 and 9, it says, "Rise up, ye women." Your brother about to pull it up for you, okay? Because nobody thinks it's real until it's real. That's right. Right? You see what I'm saying? Nobody thinks it's real until it's real. Till it physically affects you. Then it's real. Rise up, ye women that are at ease.
And as you say that, though, bro, just
bring it out.
Is that, as you say, nobody believes something's real until it's effective. You will see a lot of mothers, they don't get involved in an act or some type of movement until their child gets killed, until their child gets cancer.
That's right.
Until their child gets leukemia. They don't get involved until it affects them.
Right.
That's what you'll see amongst most people, bro. It gotta affect them directly for people to get involved directly.
For it to make sense.
For it to make sense. But the Lord wants to make it make sense.
That's right, man. What Obed is saying powerful, because that means we become desensitized to what's affected even those at our right and left hand. Exactly. I mean, we didn't become so desensitized. You tell somebody, "Hey, I'm praying for you," but you don't even pray for
That's
them.
a fact.
Don't.
That's a fact.
My condolences. I'm praying for you and the family. No, you not.
No, you didn't even pray.
You don't even do it. Because we don't care about nothing until it affects us directly.
That's right.
You become desensitized. Back in the early 1900s, to kill 7 people was a massacre. Remember the Valentine's Day massacre? Early 1900s, that was only 7 people. Ask yourself how many people get killed in a weekend in St. Louis or Chicago,
boy,
or LA or New York. Bro, it be in the hundreds some weekends. And guess what your mindset is? Well, it didn't happen to mine. I'm good.
Right. I'm turning off the news station. I don't want to hear it.
Yeah, it's too much bad stuff on the news.
You know what I'm saying? So the scripture says, "Rise up, you women who are at ease." It says the condition of being comfortable. or relief, freedom from pain, worry, or agitation. Right? You see what I'm saying? So, you know,
The blue letter, at ease, quiet, secure.
Oh,
You women that are secure. Because a lot of the women think they're secure because of their corporate status.
the bag.
Trip off that. Secure women, you women that think you are secure in this very hour.
right.
And in the mindset of, I don't need a man.
Right.
You're gonna be finished.
And I'm a single woman with a handgun, dolo. I don't want to be dolo in this hour.
Look what they say right here, bro.
Bring it out.
It says secure in a bad sense.
In a haughty, proud.
Wow.
Ooh, bombs. Brother, is that in the Bible?
That's in the Bible.
You think you're secure.
That's what the ease is. That's what the ease is
Wow.
in Isaiah 32.
Isaiah 3:15, 16 on down.
Wait for you to be no defender.
Right. You see what I'm saying? Like, I don't want to be in the defense mode for dolo. You see what I'm saying? It's always better when you have more than one person there. The scripture says two are better than one.
That's a fact.
And three is you know, it's a chain that you can't break. You know what I'm
That's
saying?
right.
Like, let's keep it a buck here.
Brother Zion were made for that position.
You see what I'm saying? And then that definition had wanton in it. That's promiscuous.
Yeah, yeah.
That's crazy. You see what I'm saying? So what basically we don't want to go into it. We could go into it, but it says this is the time and the hour that's really going down. Rise up, you women that are at ease.
Yeah.
Last time for you to stand up and realize that what these brothers are saying, or what the Most High is saying.
That's right. That's right.
What the Most High is saying. Let me just correct that. Through the men of the Most High, and you go into these scriptures and read it for yourself. You cross-reference it that what brothers are saying is what the scripture is saying.
That's exactly what it is. You've been had. The whole feminism, Western mindset, I got mine, you better get yours. I don't need a man. Even sisters getting to the truth and still be thinking that independent. Look, that mindset is of the devil. There's Most High telling y'all to rise up in this hour, ye women that are at ease, right? The rest of that verse 9, what does it say?
Hear my voice.
Hear the Most High's voice. You what?
You careless daughters.
Careless daughters. Come on, man.
Give ear unto my speech.
It's time for y'all to come on home. You sisters are beautiful and powerful in order. You understand? In a righteous order, like Sarah was under Abraham.
That's right.
That's where you get your glow at. You being on real basketball housewives and mafia wives and all that, that's not your vibration. Yeah, Instagram models.
Instagram models. They are at ease on the Instagram.
Come
models.
on, man. That's not y'all vibration.
Worship world.
In this hour when plagues are all over this earth, it's time for y'all to come on home. Come off the high horse. That's right. Come on, Hebrew verse 10.
Many days and years. They talk about 2 weeks, 3 weeks, 1 month, 3 months, and years shall ye be troubled, ye careless women. For the vintage.
It's about that. If you stay in that Babylonian mindset, you're going to be troubled many years.
Right.
Many days. Your only protection is back up under the covering of the man of the Most High. Hear the voice of the Most High through his word. And for years, many thought, y'all just bashing women. Y'all know we not. We love you enough to tell you the truth.
The hard truth.
Come on home.
That's right.
Come on home. Open rebuke is better than secret love.
That's a fact.
Your real vibration and your beauty is in the proper order that's found in the scripture.
That's right.
Everybody else has lied to you.
Not being a whore.
Right.
That's right. So know what it says right here, right? It says you careless women for the vintage.
Right.
Y'all know that's the grape harvest.
Right.
That's when we use to harvest the grapes. It's called the grape harvest, right? So your ability to harvest and feed your household is going to diminish more and more. Like you think it's all good today just because you got your little blue card, EBT card. You can go to the grocery store and get you some food and stock your cabinets. But even that's getting cut in these hours. See the grape crop, vintage. So that means you had a harvest and you can feed your family based off the harvest. He telling the daughters the vintage gonna fail. You're not gonna, look, staying in that Babylonian mindset, you are not going to always have the ability to feed your household.
That's a fact.
It said inaccessibly high.
For the vintage shall fail, the gathering shall not come.
Mm.
Now you look at that today because most of us are used to what going to the grocery stores, stocking up on groceries, coming back, filling up the refrigerator and the cabinets, right?
No doubt.
It's letting you know in them last days, you careless women, if y'all don't rise up and get back under your righteous vibration order, your righteous vibration in order from the Most High that He gave you, the vintage gonna fail.
Mm.
The gathering shall not come.
Right.
So you refusing and you staying as a rebel, guess what you doing? You're cutting life off.
Mm.
You're cutting life off from yourself and your children because you refuse to get in order.
That's right.
And that order, the Most High's order He has for the daughters of Zion, y'all, is beautiful.
That's right.
There ain't nothing a man won't do for you in this earth if you in order. Nothing.
Right. What man will love a woman that's in order?
And He'll go conquer this earth for you.
Half the kingdom.
Right. Esther.
Hey, that man will conquer this earth for thou because you in order. All right, staying out of order is, look, you're cutting. Hey, look, it's the hourglass with the sand dripping through. All right, it's not gonna profit you none to stay over there. Oh, you got something?
Yeah, it was just one thing, and it's that these daughters got to straight realize, bro, that I've been noticing that they've been fighting to have the mind state of how men operate as far as their sexual partners, that it's okay for them to be out here and be loose.
Right, exactly.
For you to go out here, it's nothing wrong for you to have as many sexual partners as a man has. No, that means you're a whore.
Mm.
No matter what you say, no matter what the world tells you, you're still a whore and you're evil, and the Lord's going to kill you for that.
Right.
You can't get to the kingdom with that type of a mind state.
That's right.
That's a fact.
That's right.
You can't be a whore and go to heaven.
And that's right.
And there's both ways. Let me balance that. You know what I'm saying? I said you're absolutely right.
Of course.
Absolutely. No ifs and buts about it. But I don't want to take it off on my men either because we need to stop making them.
That's right.
Because we're commanded not to make whores, sodomites, or prostitutes.
That's right.
Out of the sons and daughters of Israel.
That's right.
So that's a twofold.
That's a fact.
You see what I'm saying? And you actually said it, but I just wanted to make it clear because you said, listen, they're feeding off the vibration of their sexual counterpart.
That's right.
So they feel they got to be becoming more cleavage.
I've been seeing it, bro.
Because they're selling themselves,
bro, shit crazy.
The wrong way to their husband.
Hey, so y'all know what y'all saying? There will be no more whores if we stop loving whores.
And we stop loving whores. hey,
switch up the narrative. We looking for queens, women.
That's right, bro.
Women,
modest, righteous
women that are in order.
That's right.
That's it.
Women that are in order. And look, and that love being virtuous daughters of Zion.
That's right.
A man will love nothing more, and he'll conquer the earth for thou.
That's right.
Are you speaking from facts from thyself?
Yes, I am.
Are you speaking from facts from thyself?
Let me throw this in as a great wise woman.
Facts?
A great wise woman that I respect, you know what I'm saying, in my generation is Sister Shahrazad Ali.
Me too.
Okay, that's not a practicing Hebrew Israelite, but it is a Hebrew Israelite that said that the black woman have the power to control the sexual energy in our community just by the way she dressed.
Yeah. And she's a Muslim.
Okay,
Muslim.
Very
just by
powerful.
the way she dressed and
she on my
conducts
page.
herself. So the scriptures also tell you that the woman is powerful.
That's right.
And the Josephus, and the woman is the strongest.
Right,
So
right.
she's not stronger than the truth.
Or the man.
Okay, so now if she's strongest or powerful and have the truth, then how much can she build her community up and the children up by being a nurturer and teaching them how to be a woman of the Most High, how to be a righteous daughter of the Most High, how to be a husband, to love her husband, Titus 2 and 3. You see what I'm saying? We need our women to take back who they was created to be from the beginning.
Role,
you know what I'm saying? Which you was knocked off the horse early in the game.
That's right.
It's a powerful position, but you don't use your power to destroy your man, like Eve did with Adam. Now, I'm just gonna give you 100,000.
Destroyed Adam.
That's just 100,000.
The Bible said that.
You know what I'm saying?
First.
That's 100,000. You see what I'm saying? So, you know, we need our women, you know what I'm saying, to like, I see the sister Cassie Yah said, listen, a man got to go out and find a good woman. All praise. But if you know you're a good woman, find a man. Why you can't
make yourself available?
Make yourself available. Well, let yourself be known.
Yeah, he'll find you.
You see what I'm saying?
Make yourself known.
Because women do that anyway. If you want to be found, you let yourself be found. Let's just keep it on.
They gotta be a whole.
What you say, boy? Hey, he travels this way to work. I'm gonna make sure I'm across paths.
I'm gonna say something or look a certain way, or you gonna make yourself be found. Let's just keep it on.
Hey, can I give you a script for that?
Yeah, bring it up.
All right. Yeah, available. You know what I'm saying? You just got to be in your order. So I'm gonna read this Proverbs 12:4, right? A virtuous woman is a crown or honor to her husband.
Hallelujah, crown.
But she that maketh ashamed or is disgraceful is as a rottenness in his bone.
Man,
what that mean?
What disease is that rot in your bones? Ain't that bone cancer? That's bone cancer. Osteoporosis.
So unrighteous woman is basically what? Poison.
Man, osteoporosis.
Him said.
That's what him said.
That one do well said. Him said. Minister of Finance. So what I'm saying is, y'all, but listen, you have to stop too. Women, that's nothing we've been taught in America, is that the women go find a man and wonder why the choices you always have are bad because you enabled him behind the spirit of the man you had that way.
Yeah.
It was not meant that way. We get back to that. You know what I'm saying? If we get back to that, we'll do good. You know what I'm saying? Especially, and then listen, stop trying to quench the nature of the man based on what the Most High allowed him to have.
Look, bro, and at the end of the day, make no mistake about it, the Lord's going to put the man back in power and you're going to be finished. So get your mind right now. Get your mind right now.
All right, let's read this verse 11. Let's get back to it.
Let's get it. Verse 11.
We
right? Tremble. Tremble, ye women that are at ease.
Scripture say what? Tremble, man. You should not be at a point to where you at ease.
You get haughty
or careless. Haughty, and it also said in a bad way.
In a bad way, yeah.
Tremble. So y'all are not supposed to stay in that Babylonian vibration. Right. Come on home. Become a daughter of Sarah, whose daughters you are. If you are not afraid, you don't fear.
Not any amazement.
And Cardi D mode.
Yeah.
Be troubled. Ye careless ones. Now, not all of you, just the careless ones. Strip you and make you bare and gird sackcloth upon your loins.
Man, that's serious, man. So look, hey y'all, it's time to come on home, man. Come on home.
Come on, that's it.
Let's do what we called to do. You know what I'm saying? Look, we done went through too much, through all this oppression. Finally find out Most High dropped some truth on us to lose the kingdom.
And our women and our children.
Come on, man.
Along the way.
Come on, man. We done went through too much.
It's to live in hell and then die and go there. And then catch the eternal.
The lake
of flames.
With flame in it. Man, y'all crazy.
But the worm that dies not. Living rot.
Yo, we back in 2 Ezra 8. Where we in?
No, we in 9 now. Chapter 9.
All right, come on.
2 Ezra chapter 9. And look, this is what actually inspired the title of this class. Measure the time diligently. Meaning you're supposed to know what time you are in. To measure something, you know, you weigh it out. And it says diligently, which means constantly. You are supposed to be constantly measuring the time, knowing that we are eyebrow deep in prophecy. Constantly. Ezra 9 is showing that, look, I've been speaking through the mouth of my servants. I've been letting the entire earth know judgment is coming. Before the Most High bring any type of judgment, he sends warning.
Whoa.
And y'all look at it. I mean, today I seen so much, man. Look, it was fun going outside today.
Roll with your big homie.
I rode. I was like, man, look at this. Everybody, you understand, is panicking. And then trip off this, y'all know this is a respiratory disease. So it affects your airways and your lungs, right?
Right.
Hey, don't be out here doing things that are contrary to your health either. Get yourself together.
First,
Get yourself together. You understand? Now is the time for us, y'all, to really yield our vessels over to becoming sanctuaries and temples of the Almighty.
As it was meant to be and called to be.
And that virus is supposed to slow down your breathing, attack your respiratory system. So if you already have damage in your respiratory system and doing things that's clogging up,
or turning your lungs black, smoking and all that, bro. Look, it's time to let it all go.
Yeah, I
mean, everybody around with some puffin lights in some form of fashion at a time.
No doubt.
But if the Ruach HaKodesh dwells inside of your lungs, and we why I say that because when he breathed the breath of life into his nostrils, there was only one place that breath of life went, into the lungs. Then the lungs did what? Oxygenated the what? The blood and the heart and the pulmonary system pushed that oxygenated blood through the system.
Boy, you sound
you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? And then it was that oxygen, it was that ruach that awakened that animated clay.
It was the oxygen.
Yeah.
Breath, not the
it was
smoke.
that breath.
Yeah, the Holy Spirit.
Yeah. It wasn't a cigarette lighter smoke.
Now true about this. I didn't know how powerful that is, what you're saying.
Yeah.
Not to cut you off.
No.
The word for spirit in Hebrew and in Greek is breath. It's breath. Breathe.
And what happens when that breath is gone?
Shalom vowel.
You out of these worlds.
Go ahead.
Right,
so you out of these
worlds.
worlds.
Out 2 Ezra 8 and 61. We read this one, and therefore is my judgment now at hand, as we see these things is going down. 62.
We're gonna do 9 to 1 to 22, and then we do 15 to 16 more.
These things have I not showed unto all men, but unto thee, and a few like thee. Then answered I and said, behold, O Lord, Yahweh, now hast thou showed me the multitude of the wonders which thou wilt begin to do in the last times. But at what time thou hast not showed me?
But at what time, right? So Ezra having this conversation with the Most High, like, you showed me, but you ain't let me know the time.
Right.
I want to know the time. Chapter 9. Thus, this is what inspired the class. All right. Plagues in the earth, right? Things that were uttered by the prophets over 2,000 years ago are coming to pass as we speak. All right, y'all, we're going to read chapter 9, 1 through 22. And then tomorrow, if it's by the will of the Most High, we hit chapter 15 and chapter 16 as well, because those go deep into more plagues. Right. And these are the days we in. You dig? And again, y'all, it'd be different if we just a little village in Africa somewhere, or just in China. Bro, look, this whole thing is global now. Wow. So guess what? It's demanded to be your time is here.
More over the years than any.
Man, they used to kill 30 million of you Negroes.
And you niggas rolls still won't put on the rope.
Man, Eazy-E died in the midst of your Magic Johnson caught it. Hey, and guess what? Most of y'all listening was born in the early 90s. Your parents was rolling the dice, having sex with your mama, or having sex together.
Abortions and kill more than anything all together.
So I'm losing the internet. We losing the internet.
Now we good over there.
Okay, cool. As long as you good over there, so I'm good. All right, come on.
2 Ezra 9 and 1. Y'all get some understanding so far. Go ahead and give us a Yahoo up in the chat. Let's get her done. All praise the Lord.
Any devices connected to the Wi-Fi, disconnect. Get a boost. So you take your phone, take your phone off. I put Melly on me.
All praises, glory, and honor. You understand? That's what it is, y'all. Hey, look, stand in the glory of the Most High, though. He said, look, 1,000 was going to fall at this side and 10,000 at your right side, but none will come near you. Those are one of my, look, I boldly say that several times a day. I make my mouth agree with the word. That's what the word say. And the Most High can't lie.
No.
The only way that don't apply to me is if I'm disobedient.
And you ain't gonna want to talk about it.
And I refuse to repent.
That's because you definitely ain't gonna call it out.
No weapon formed against me shall prosper. And every tongue that rises against me in judgment, I do condemn. This is the heritage of the saints of Yah. And our righteousness is of him. Make your mouth agree with that word. It's just as powerful if it's Isaiah the prophet said it when the Most High inspired him to say it. One thing about the Most High word, it don't come back void.
It's unable.
That's right.
2nd Ezra 9.
Yeah, and 1.
2nd Ezra 9 and 1. He answered me then and said, measure thou the time diligently.
Do what?
Measure thou the time diligently.
That means you're supposed to be constantly looking at prophecy, constantly looking at world events, constantly knowing what time we're in. Go ahead.
And it in itself. And when thou seest part of the signs past, which I have told thee before,
Come on.
then shalt thou understand that it is the very same time wherein the highest will begin to visit the world which he made.
He letting you know when you start seeing all the signs and the tokens that I've been telling you about. When these things start manifesting in these days, you know we right here at the door. You know the Most High got to come visit his creation, which he made. You know he got to come check our temperature.
And that's why the earth shake, like woman in Shadia.
Therefore, when there shall be seen earthquakes and uproars of the people in the world.
Do y'all see that?
In this hour.
Now look, all you gotta do is type in U.S. Geological Survey, and it'll blow your mind how many earthquakes happen in a day. And you've seen uproars of the people, wars and rumors of war.
Right.
And you've seen plagues spreading
Right.
all out
Already
there.
had the fire.
Locusts all in Africa.
So now it's safe to say what? We are at the very time in which the Most High will begin to visit the world which he made. So your mind supposed to be like the Most High is about to come and what? Bring judgment. That's what your mindset is supposed to be on right now. Not being successful in America. All right? Not being successful in America, but that the Most High is about to bring judgment. And if I'm if I'm off, I'm gonna be judged.
Right.
All right, go ahead, bro.
2nd Ezra 9 and 3. Therefore, when there should be seen earthquakes and uproars of the people in the world, verse 4, then shalt thou well understand that the Most High spoke of those things from the days that were before thee.
Hallelujah.
Even from the beginning.
So anybody asks you, well, how do you know that the God of that Bible is real? Because he spoke of the things we are going through right now before you was even thought of.
Right.
Right? Even from when? The beginning. Genesis.
Right. That's what the box say. When the Most High wrote the Bible. Genesis 1 went in the beginning.
That's a good point. Even from the beginning.
From the beginning.
When you should well understand that the Most High spoke of these things from the days that were before you were even in this flesh.
Right.
Even from the beginning. That's how we know the power that we deal with is the one and only true power. Because he deals in what no other God can get down in. Prophecy. Prophecy. That way, when you in it, you can call a spade a spade. All right, go ahead.
Verse 5. For like as all that is made in the world have a beginning and an end, and the end is manifest.
The end is revealed, right? The end is revealed. Everything that is made have a beginning and have an end. Y'all thought that just was a fancy phrase in the Matrix. Where y'all think she got it from? She told Neo that all that have a beginning and have an end. That's what she told Neo. But guess where she got it from? The Oracle. Right out the Bible. All right, go ahead, Hebrew.
Verse 6. Even so, the times also of the highest have plain beginnings in wonder and powerful works.
That's right.
And endings in effects and signs.
Yeah, signs or signals. You see that? That means he has effectual signals to show you you are on the threshold, at the threshold of when the Most High is about to come and render judgment. There is no getting around it. There is no getting around this. You understand? So we as believers should be rejoicing in this very hour. Not sad, not afraid, rejoice, for your redemption is earned. All right, come on.
Verse 7. And everyone,
Oh man,
and everyone
come on.
that shall be saved,
Shall be what?
and everyone that shall be
That
saved,
shall be saved. Not already, shall be. Go ahead.
and shall be able to escape by his works.
Now, hold on. We read what the works were.
Right.
Hold on.
Hold
What
on.
do you mean there's no commandment?
Right,
Your commandments is going to ensure that you escape.
right, right. But you can't escape without keeping the works,
Yeah.
keeping the commandments.
Yeah, go ahead.
Right? And everyone that shall be saved
Yeah.
and shall be able to escape by his works and by faith,
Because faith without works is dead.
which
right?
is this is in Second Ezra,
Old Testament.
Old Testament,
That's right.
works and faith
Law and a Mashiach.
already in the Old Testament.
That's right.
Now what? Whereby ye have believed, right? Boy, that's crazy, right? Shall be preserved from the said peril,
From the said
the
dangers.
coronavirus.
Yeah, that's right.
That's what's being
Yeah.
said in this hour.
Yeah, that's right. The virus, the dangers.
That's what's being said, right?
So only those who have works and faith shall be preserved. You gotta have works and faith.
Both. you start and subtracting, brother.
Yeah,
You're gonna be subtracting.
yeah.
Right?
You're gonna catch the virus.
Shall be reserved, shall be preserved
Yeah.
from the said perils, and shall see my salvation in my land.
And you have a promise to what? Be delivered out of Babylon.
Oh,
Because eventually you gotta
Right.
go home.
right, salvation in my land.
So by faith and works, you're gonna be preserved from perils such as the coronavirus.
Right.
And guess what? You got a ticket about the land of your captivity.
That's like a guaranteed ticket.
There you go.
All right. He said, work out your own salvation with fear and trembling. He said, make sure your calling and election is sure.
That's
so
right.
this is a sure, one of the sure ways by you never trying to say we right, whereby ye have believed, he that believeth on me, as the scripture said, no man going to the Father but by me.
Hallelujah.
St. John 14 and 6, you're done. If you don't follow that, shall be preserved, verse 8, from the said perils,
Yeah.
and shall see my salvation in my land and within my borders.
Wow.
Right? So, a lot of people just want to just do, go places or there's no problem with visiting places, but the Most High said he's going to bring us into the land. That's prophecy.
That's right.
He going to bring Lao back into the land and you're going to receive the salvation.
That's right.
Just because you moved to Jerusalem and Israel doesn't mean you saved.
How you know you ain't gonna get smoked out of the land?
Right, out of there. The rats are there. Bombs are going to go there.
Yeah,
Judgment's in the whole
Ezekiel 39 says that them Russians because most of them imposters have Russian roots. Them Russians gonna die in the land of Israel. So you can't say the Most High this ain't all prophecy. Benjamin Netanyahu and them go back to Russia. I mean, we all know Esau's connection to the Caucasus Mountains. But look, they are claiming to be Russians and Polacks. And the scripture talk about Gog and Magog falling in the land of Israel. You can't make this up. And y'all over there with Russian blood claiming y'all Jews. Beautiful. Come on, Hebrew.
For I have sanctified them for me from the beginning.
From what?
For I have sanctified them for me from the beginning.
So the Most High has declared us clean and innocent from the beginning.
No
those that have faith and works.
Right.
You understand? What do you think Psalm 91 say about those that are found in the secret place of the Most High?
Right.
Were you still thinking physical location? When if you keep reading down, he tell you because you made the Most High your trust, no plague will come near you.
Right.
The thousands shall fall in. The secret place goes into your obedience and faith in the Most High.
Right.
That's how you abide up under the shadow of his wings.
The secret is these scriptures.
That's right.
Right? When he said, I show you the Most High, even 3 times, show you the Most High will do nothing but reveal his secrets unto his servants, the prophets. Colossians 1:26, even the mystery which have been hid from ages from generation are now made manifest unto the saints. What is mystery? It's a secret. That's it. The script is we learning the secrets, right? The hidden ones. Psalms 83rd chapter, right? You know what I mean? So we coming into this acknowledgement of who we are as the people and the sons and daughters of the Most High. You know what I mean? So these are the secrets that have been hid from us. You know what I mean? So all praise and glory to the Most High.
We're being obedient, keeping his command, the works, and faith in the Mashiach. You understand? Like, that's how you abide within his secret place.
Right.
Or under the shadow of his wings.
Right.
Because guess what? He also say, what? I'm going to give my angels what? Charge over you.
Right. Over
to keep you or guard you in all the way. So it got to do with, so where is the secret place at? The secret place is in you being what? Faithful and obedient.
Right.
You understand? And he'll keep you up under the shadow of his wings. Because he got angels, guardian angels. They have been charged with you to keep you or guard you in all the way, man. Flat out.
Right.
Romans 8.
That's what we've been saying. What are you afraid of this for?
John 14, John 15, 14 to 15. Abide in my word.
Bring it up.
Keep like a man.
That's right, brother.
Verse 8. Right?
9.
Verse 9.
Yeah.
Right? 9. Right. Then shall they be in pitiful case, which now have abused my ways.
Yeah, it is.
Right?
Wow.
I said, this is the way. Walk ye in it. Not your way. Right? And they have cast them away despitefully, shall dwell in torment. So you, oh my goodness.
And don't let nobody tell you y'all ain't got to keep the commands.
Boy, you're done if you do that.
You're going to dwell in torment.
Flame on.
Boy, crackling them flaming the embers.
To the members.
You don't want them tormented.
Crackling through the.
They have carried you gonna dwell in torments because there is a judgment.
Yes, you want to get drug away by the torment.
Come on, man, stop it. Stop it. You ain't ready for that.
Chewed up.
What it say? That one scripture say, "Who can withstand everlasting burdens?" You ain't ready for that, man.
You can't put your hand over the stove for 1 second.
It's prepared full of angels.
Verse 10.
Yeah.
For such as in their life have received benefits and have not known.
So you think you make it in this life,
right?
But every time somebody try to tell you about the Most High or who you are according to the scriptures, you feel because you've made it into corporate America, you good.
Right.
But newsflash, they shutting all the jobs down.
Done.
Too. Now, everything that doesn't praise the Most High, man, the Most High is so poetic. It's getting shut down in this hour. It's all coming down, man. And all I can say is all praises to him. Oh,
That
praise.
deserves a round of hand.
Yeah, you know, hallelujah.
Benefits are failing.
That's right. That's right.
Benefits are failing.
Oh, felon.
Right? I got my
I like that.
401k, life insurances, and all the benefits falling in this hour, like they say. Right?
But you receive benefits, but you have not known them. All right, verse 11.
And they that have loathed
Lo,
my law
I hated my law,
hate it.
despised it.
We don't got to keep the law.
Rejected it.
We under the new covenant.
Bro, we see it.
Spit on it. Don't guard it.
While they had yet liberty,
You had grace.
repent.
Opportunity.
You had grace, man. You had favor. You had opportunity to say, you know what?
Right.
What is the punishment for me doing what he tells me to do?
Right. You was in the
There
truth,
is no
huh?
punishment. It's all rewards.
It's
lessons.
liberty.
You was going to the summits, huh?
You're good. Do
Go ahead.
And when as yet place of repentance
Yeah.
was open unto them, understood not, but despised it.
Despise. What is the it? The
Right.
it is the law. And you have
The
place.
it is the
It's the
law.
law. And you had time to repent
Right.
and turn back.
Right.
Watch this, man. Verse 12.
The same must know it after death
Oh man.
by pain.
That just bombs
Yeah, that's
reincarnation.
crazy right there.
If you're reincarnated,
That's
what do you mean after death by pain? Man, look, stop playing. You skating on thin ice. You skating on thin ice, man. Playing with the Most High and claiming that you ain't got to be obedient. Don't ever let nobody tell y'all that.
No, let nobody say it out.
Yeah, that's boy. You been sold a bill of
That's like a fire type of doctrine.
what? Yeah, I mean, and at that point, because you a conscious Israelite, what's the difference between you and the Catholic Church?
None.
What's the difference between you and Creflo Dollar,
None.
who say that the commandments of the Most High is sin?
Even the big.
He called it sin. Wow. Now, how is keeping the law breaking the law? Come on, man. 13.
And therefore be thou not curious how the ungodly shall be punished.
He keep telling Ezra, quit tripping off the wicked. You understand? Because Ezra was like, hold on, I need to know what's really going on here. Right? Go ahead.
And when,
And don't trip off when, the time. Go ahead.
but inquire how the righteous shall be saved. So we already established the righteous keeps the commandments.
That's right.
They rehearse the righteous act, have faith in the Mashiach Yahushua. So anybody that's saying anything outside of that, who don't believe in Yahushua, you're doomed. And those that don't want to keep the laws of the Most High, you're doomed.
But claim you believe in the Mashiach, but
Right.
don't want to keep the commandments.
Right?
You're doing both ways.
Both ways. Whose the world is, and for whom the world is created.
The world is created for the righteous.
Right.
And the world to come is only for a few, the righteous.
Right.
So he's saying, inquire how the righteous going to be saved out of this thing, man. Sometimes, I sit up and try to imagine it like, Most High, what move are you going to make? I mean, we got the scripture. You understand? I'm talking about the blow by blow detail. You understand? How is she going to kick this off? Like, what is going to provoke them to go ahead and say, you know what, we coming out with this, and then we going to make a chip mandatory. Man, look at this coronavirus, bro. This got to be the launching pad to push this whole new world agenda.
Because this was happening right here and recorded in our history.
Come on, man. Stop it.
That's since you called the new world. Remember, they came over here and called this place the what?
The new world.
This ain't never happened.
This ain't never, I'm talking about
So-called new world.
on a global scale.
No, never.
Nah, brother. All right, come on, Hebrew. Watch this.
Verse 14. Then answered I and said, I have said before and now do speak, and will speak it also hereafter, that there be many more of them which perish than of them which shall be saved.
Flat out, more are going to die than make the kingdom.
Wow.
Notice what it said. It said many more. So we ain't just talking about 300 and 299. Like 300 is more than 299 by one, bro. Now that says many more are gonna die than get saved, right? Now look at the comparison.
Wow. That's crazy, man. So many more, you know what I'm saying, and in the end of time, in the day, is gonna be out of here. Right? You see what I'm saying? So I mean, we all in the midst of this, so you know, we just gotta pray that the Most High have mercy on us. That we
That's right.
Works, you know what I'm saying, and have faith in the Mashiach that we won't be caught out in this first wave or whatever. You know, Most High got different waves. This is a wave that we actually living in right now in the Corona world. You know what I mean? Well, I pray that we all make it that's on this live, right? You see what I'm saying? But you know, I'm not saying that, you know, we not gonna make it, but I can't say we are. But I pray that we do. You see what I'm saying? But Israel, we know the scripture says 2/3 is finished. They gone.
That's right.
We don't want to be in a 2/3 crew.
Count yourself blessed.
Right? You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know, for us having this knowledge and understanding, we have an opportunity to make sure our election is sure by doing things. You know what I'm saying? Having faith in the Mashiach. So I mean, let's continue. What we have? 16?
Verse 16. He say many more gonna die than get saved. And the comparison is what?
Like as a wave is greater than a drop. Damn.
The wave of those that's going to die.
Surfboard.
The drop of those who are going to get saved.
A drop of water in the bucket. Nothing.
That's frightening. That's the few compared to the many. The drop is the few that the world to come is for. The drop is the few that the world to come is for.
Right.
The wave is the many that this world is made for. But guess what? Many more are going to die and make it to the kingdom.
And if anybody watch surfing, right?
Yeah.
The wave can wipe you out. Right off your surfboard, throw you under the water and all that.
That's right.
But a drop of water can't do that. Right?
Man.
You see what I'm saying? So a lot of people going to be hot, Shamshawan, smashed. Okay? Like as a wave is greater than a drop.
Mm.
And he answered me saying, like as the field is, so is also the seed.
Yeah, whatever fruit or crop you got growing. You understand? It is a product of what? The seed that was planted to grow the crop. You understand? So it's going into the root of what it is. You understand? If it's a wicked root, the crop or the fruit is going to be wicked. If it's a righteous root or a righteous seed, you understand? Guess what? The crop or the fruit is going to be righteous. Like as the field is, so is also the seed. Right? Go ahead, Hebrew.
As the flowers be, such are the colors also.
Flat out. Flat out. Go ahead.
Such as the workman is, such also is the work.
Right. You know, maybe somebody that's good at framing houses.
Right.
Right.
You can't be a sluggard.
But he's known for his work.
Right.
Right. Go ahead.
And as the husbandman is himself, so is his husbandry
Flat out.
also.
You're a farmer. You know what I'm saying? So you're known by your work. In other words, you're known by what you produce.
And then another thing too, like check this out. And this is shout out to the house of Uriah. His wife had put this up, and I just ran across it. I was just scrolling through, and she had made a great post. She says that being that this thing is not spread because of the actual numbers, fear.
And what we talking about the other day?
Yeah,
fear is spreading this.
Fear is spreading this. Check this out. Do the Most High give us a spirit of fear?
No, he don't.
What spirit is associated with fear? That's the entity of this world.
Shit, the adversary.
The adversary.
Yeah.
So if fear equals stress, right? Stress kills, right?
That's right.
It ain't even a physical or a tangible or a biological. It's electrical, right? You are a light being. That's your key talk. And it's real talk. Why is fear equal stress, and stress weakens the what?
Immune system.
And then causes this to be more susceptible. Now, if you walk boldly in the power of the Most High with no fear,
That's right.
you don't have the weakened immune system.
Man, we said that the other day in the class.
And that was me and you talking.
We like, man, look at this deal spreading through fear.
And
You
what
get
is
scared and believe you got something, you receive it, and then your body reacts to it.
Yeah.
Man, I don't accept, man. Look, anyway, that ain't got no authority over here.
No.
You gotta boldly claim this, bro. Look, the Most High's word can't come up void. So make your mouth agree with the word that's in that Bible. No, if you gonna say no weapon formed, you gotta mean it. If you're gonna say, I shall not die but live and declare the works of the Most High, you gotta believe that. 1,000 shall fall at this side, 10,000 at this side, but it won't come near me.
It don't sound like fear there, bro.
You gotta believe that.
Even psychologist says, and not trying to
You can
big up all
manifest.
psychologists,
What's up, though?
but a psychologist said, as the mind can believe, it can achieve. So whatever you believe and you program in your spirit, in your
Manifest.
mind, it becomes your reality.
That's right.
If you think you're nothing and you start to believe you're nothing,
You're nothing.
You're nothing. Your behavior, your actions, your mindset is going to be nothing. If you think you're great and you believe that you're great, then your actions will show that you're great.
That's
Yeah,
right.
so
You
great.
see what I'm saying? So that's why when we come to the truth, it's a renewing of the spirit of your mind. You see what
Hallelujah.
I'm saying? When we realize that we are not heathens, we are not niggas. You know what I'm saying? We are the children and the sons and daughters of the Most High. That we're supposed to take on that vibration. And when we take on that vibration, the world see it, and that's when they began to be fearful of you. You see what I'm saying? And that's why they try to use reverse psychology to try to take it from you
So
and try to
ain't
say
shit.
you're crazy.
You ain't
You're in
shit.
a cult.
You a nigga.
You
Yeah,
bugging
right.
out.
You're
That's
tall.
right. That's
You
right.
see what I'm saying? And then you go, and those that fall into that mindset, you know what I mean, to go backwards, Satan done came and got you now. He done retracted you back. You see what I'm saying? Once I woke to who I am and to the Most High, and I know that I'm great, which I always was looking for, you know what I'm saying? I'm not letting nobody take that from me. What the hell are you talking about?
That's right.
There's not no religion. I know I'm a Hebrew Israelite. That's just what it is. The Most High is my father. He always been my father. You see what I'm saying? It's just confirmed in that book that I couldn't read or couldn't understand because the pastor, Isaiah 29:9, didn't know.
That's right.
You see what I'm saying? Prophecy. You see what I'm saying? So once I know, it's over. It's a wrap. I'm not being a switcheroo. You see what I'm saying? I got to go all the way out with this. That's it. You brothers and sisters in the truth, man, you got to have a strong disposition about yourself and be like, listen, man, it is what it is. I'm going to die being an Hebrew Israelite. I'm going to die having fear in Yahweh Ba'ashim Mashiach Yahweh Shah. That's it. The scripture tell you in 2 Timothy 3:13 on down, man, to continue in the things that you was taught. You see what I'm saying? Which is what? Yahweh. Ba'ashim Mashiach Yahweh Shah, man, which is the core.
So you totally agree with the scriptures. You know what I'm saying? We should never forsake our first love,
Never.
which is the Most High.
Never. You see what I'm saying? Right? That's our first love. And his son, Hamashiach, the word.
Man,
The
that's-
Lord.
And you say to a woman who won't even be with you a year, I love you, I die.
Oh my goodness. They don't know they spoke death upon themselves.
Oh,
Making vows, verbal vows. The scripture says life and death is in the power of the tongue.
Matthew 5, James 5.
You see what I'm saying? So you better make sure that the women, when you come in this truth, the Most High said that the Most High said he's married unto us, the men of Israel. He married unto us, right? And the Most High said, as a wife treacherously departed from her husband, so have you treacherously departed from me.
Mm.
So he's comparing Israel as a woman to himself, which is a physical reality, you know what I'm saying, of man and woman.
Mm.
So women that leave their husband, you're treacherous. You see what I'm saying? The scripture says that Yahweh is the savior of the body, and we are the savior of the body of the woman, of our women. That's just what it is. But you're going to see that it's a reality in these last days.
Man, the plagues are here.
Because the plagues are here.
Man, look.
The damn truck, the tanks is here. They waiting, they coming.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? And I pray, and I'm happy that it's here.
Me too.
I'm not like, oh, please let it in. let's just go back to normal and regular.
Like, dang, what's
No.
next?
No, let's
That's
step
right.
it up. Let's move forward to the kingdom of Yahshua,
Man,
to the
turn
kingdom
these-
of the Most High.
Turn these prophecies up, man. Hey, look, what you were saying was powerful too, right? Because what you were saying, the psychologists say, they get it all out the Bible. Proverbs 23:7 says, "A man thinketh,
Right.
so is he."
So is he. So is he.
You are what you think. All right. Let's finish this out. We're gonna read down to 22. And then we're gonna pray on. I'll grab us a psalm.
We in verse 19,
18.
18. And now when I prepare the world,
Yeah.
which was not yet made, even for them to dwell in that now live.
Come on.
Powerful. Because why? You can't understand this if you're not alive reading it now.
Mm,
So this is talking about now.
that's right.
There's no time but now.
That's right.
Understand that? So
That's
when you're
right.
looking at this verse,
Right.
it's speaking directly to you right now.
Right. In that now live.
That now live. You are living now. That's why you can be able to hear and read the word.
Yeah, it don't mean that to them to have going on.
Right. You know, people say, well, that was written in the past. No, you're
Yeah.
reading it now, dum-dum.
Yeah, on the very earth that he was living.
Right. Man, and now when I prepare the world which was not yet made, even for them to dwell in that now live,
Mm.
no man spake against
When the
me.
when the Mosai was creating everything, then nobody had nothing to say. There was no accusations. No, hold on. What about this? Everybody was all in order, right? Go ahead.
Verse 19. For then everyone obeyed.
Wow.
But now,
But when? A million years ago.
no, but now
Yeah.
the manners of them which are created in this world.
Come on, man.
Yeah, you know, that's my word. In this world that is made are corrupted by a perpetual seed,
Wow. Let's see.
by a perpetual seed,
Come on, man.
and by a law, wow,
Mm.
which is unsearchable, rid themselves.
Man has become corrupted after the flesh. He's a self-pleasing entity. He don't care nothing about pleasing his creator. He don't care nothing about making the Most High smile. He don't care nothing about following and modeling his life after his only begotten son. Man is all about himself. In the last days, perilous times shall come. For men shall be lovers of themselves, their own selves. Self-pleasure. That's all it's about. Temporary gratification. It ain't about nothing else. It ain't about nothing else in this hour. It's all about I got mine and you better get yours. You all in on what's temporary. Know what he said, man? Man has been the manners of them which are created in this world that is made or corrupted by a perpetual seed. Hey, morale is at an all-time low. Belief in the Most High is at an all-time low. Everybody doing whatever the hell they want. Y'all do y'all know y'all can edit y'all DNA by ordering a damn package? They got DNA editing kits that you can get off Amazon. And you can shoot yourself up with foreign DNA in your house. Come on, man.
And when it says this to add, right?
Go ahead, bro.
And by a law which is unsearchable, rid themselves. Your doctrine, your misunderstanding, your own made-up madness. We can't search that out in the scriptures. What you're saying is not in the Bible. This is your own BS. Okay? And by a law which is unsearchable, rid themselves.
Yeah.
You do yourself in dirty because you're trying to go against the word of the Most High. You can't back up what you're saying. It's just talk, lies. Okay? You see what I'm saying? And the number one lie is you saying that the Most High Lord don't exist. You don't exist.
Man, stop it.
Verse 20. So I considereth the world. I considered the world.
This is Ezra. And so I looked at the world. Go ahead.
And behold, there was peril because of the devices that were come into it.
He said the devices or the inventions. Peril means danger. Now trip off that.
Right.
How much more danger is in the world now because of the inventions of man?
Right.
Inspired by the dark side.
Right. And everybody saying that the virus is man-made.
Mm.
Now what?
Wow.
We in the now world.
The now world. Go ahead.
Right, verse 21. Right. And I saw and spared it greatly, and have kept me a grape of the cluster and a plant of a great people.
Trip off that. Now watch this, 22.
Right? All praise. Let's talk about the few. Let the multitude perish then.
What did he say?
Oh, so I just blanked out. Let the multitude perish then.
He said, let the majority,
which was born in vain.
he said they were created and born in vain.
Woo!
Now,
Worthless.
look, and that's major because back in chapter 8, we read how the Most High took his time and labored and formed out your members and
Right.
fastened you in the womb. And he said, if he can destroy with ease what he labored to make, he said, man, let me devour understanding and choke on wisdom then. Right? So now he keep telling, what did he keep telling Ezra? Stop worrying about the wicked. Inquire about the righteous and how they're going to be saved. So he said, you know what? I'm going to spare me a grape of the cluster. Out of the whole cluster, I'm going to spare a grape.
Right.
And a plant of a great people.
Right.
Right. And he say, let the majority of everybody else die then. Which was born in vain. Why? Because they thought scorn on his law. They loathed his ways. They trod down his righteous. And then they said there is no power. And he said, well, guess what? Well, knowing that they got to die then.
I thought the Lord loved everybody.
No. Now that just said right there, let the majority of everybody that was born die because they was born in vain. Wow.
Wow. In the Bible.
Wow.
Verse 22 ending. And let my grape,
that's right,
be kept. And my plant, for with great labor have I made it, that grape, that plant, perfect.
That perfect, boy.
So Israel is perfect.
Boy.
Even though we wicked and do wickedness in the whole nine, the Most High made Israel a righteous nation.
That's right.
And he's going to pluck up out of that righteous nation those that are following his law, statute, and commandments of the Most High.
That's right.
He wanted us to keep us away from all these other
You see?
Say that again,
He wanted us, that's why he kept telling us time and time again, don't do the ways of these other nations, man. Kept keeping us away from them.
That's right.
He kept time and time again following after what they're doing. And not what the Lord told us to do.
And acting like, man, what they doing, it look like fun, man. Look, stop doing what these heathens are doing. The so-called coronavirus and many more plagues are in this earth. This is no time. We supposed to be turning it up, going harder and harder for the Almighty, exhorting one another daily, encouraging our brothers and sisters. You brothers get together, you sisters get together.
Right.
Have a hospitable spirit, have a welcoming spirit. Right. Because you see, everybody is panicking. And if you want to be delivered from the perils, you got to have faith in a Mashiach, and you got to have the work to follow. That's what we've been reading so far. When we get into chapter 15 and 16, you're going to read more about plagues that sweeping this earth. This Bible is frighteningly accurate. It's frighteningly accurate, right? It's time for us to stand up and stand in the glory and honor of the Most High, because everything he inspired those holy prophets to write down, you are eyebrow deep in it. You either going to stand or you going to fall. All right? Y'all got any last words before we close on out? Need pick us a psalm, my brother.
49.
Psalm 49, we're going to close on out, my hall. You got any last words, my brother?
Oh, God, all praise and glory to the Most High. By Shem Mashiach Yahweh Shai, we out here.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? Fellowshipping You know what I mean? Getting, you know, prepared spiritually and physically for, you know, whatever the Most High is bringing forth. We just went through these scriptures, man. So, you know, just glad to be, you know, back on the Honor and Humility channel with my brother, man. You know what I'm saying?
Hallelujah.
All my brothers here, man. You know what I'm saying? With you brothers and sisters out there, keep the faith, man. Y'all got a brother right here that's sincere. You know what I mean? He's putting in the work, doing it. And it's nothing stopping the brother. You see what I'm saying? Regardless of the gainsays, the naysays, the haters. You know what I'm saying? And all that in the back. You know, in the back, you know, over there. You know what I mean? But he's doing his thing, man. So all praise, man. I got much respect for my young Prince Malachi Maccabee, man.
Hey, look at that.
Keep doing it.
And look, man, this whole thing run by, man, look, I got some faithful brothers that's around us, man. Brothers that hands to the plow, getting things done. Brothers that are accountable. You dig? And that's a big thing, man. You need to have people around you that are accountable, that tell you when you're going off. Like, man, get yourself together. You tripping. You know what I'm saying? That's what we both be doing with each other in this hour. That's what the love is. Like, man, look, get yourself together. You going off. What if the camera caught you doing that? You understand? None of us are exempt from having our temperature checked. All right. Especially this brother. He ain't exempt either. Get your temperature checked. All right. All praise and glory now. The one soul of life. I'm gonna call you. Hallelujah. Please do.
Shalom, Shebrew.
You know it's all good.
That's our sister right there.
But yeah, we supposed to be turning it up and banging. Attack Satan's kingdom. To attack. You had the authority. Look, it's absolute authority and power in a Mashiach. Absolute power. Tread on the head of the adversary. Stomp him out. Open your mouth and say, look, I'm here to serve you your papers. You going down today. Like David did Goliath. And guess what? He gonna have to get somewhere. Motion. Motion on top of motion. All right. Hallelujah. All praise, glory, and honor. Look, let's pray on out, y'all. Jerusalem is that way behind us. Shout out to Mikha'el for allowing us to come through. You dig? And you know, film. We start filming later on tonight. But we all was together earlier today. You know
all day.
Making certain preparations to get there done. Most time bless this brother too. Another year of life for the brother.
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Hallelujah.
Yeah.
That brother,
I said I put 410 up.
that brother 68. 68-year-old hobo.
68-year-old hobo looking good, man. Yeah.
This is a box house in the alley.
Yeah. All right.
Gee,
These guys is something else, boy.
old box house in the alley.
All right, y'all, let's get it in. Let's pray on out, brothers and sisters. All praise and glory. Now, this is the day the Most High has made. We will rejoice and be glad in it.
That's right.
All right, go ahead and read us on out, Nehemiah.
All right, y'all. Again, man, double shout out to our brother and honors to the brother, man. Open his doors for us to be with y'all tonight. We could have been anywhere else, but we here.
Hallelujah.
You know what I'm saying? A few more hours, man. Definitely, man. Big up to your brother, another year. So let's go ahead and get in, man. Listen, and know you serve the mightiest power. Know that redemption is nigh and right at hand. And let's see how our ancestors used to think about things like this. We read about Psalms 49.
Bring it up.
Hear this, all ye people.
That's right.
Give ear, all ye inhabitants of the world, both low and high, rich and poor. Together, my mouth shall speak of wisdom, and the meditation of my heart shall be of understanding. I will incline my ear to a pearl.
Come on.
I will open my dark saying upon the heart. Wherefore, should I fear the days of evil? When the iniquity of the hill shall compass me about?
Not at all.
They that trust in their wealth and boast themselves in the multitude of their riches. None of them can by any means redeem his brother.
That's right.
Nor give to Elohim a ransom for him.
That's right.
For the redemption of their soul is precious, and it ceases forever. That he should still live forever and not see corruption.
That's right.
For he said that wise men die. Likewise, the fool and the brutish person perish, and leave their wealth to others.
Ooh.
Their inward thoughts is that their house shall continue forever, and their dwelling places to all generations.
Right, that's right.
They call their lands after their own names.
America.
Nevertheless, man being in honor abideth not. He is like the beast that perish. This, their way, is their folly.
That's right.
Yet their prosperity approve their saying. Say a lot.
Say la.
Like sheep, they are laid in the grave. Death shall feed on them, and the upright shall have dominion over them in the morning.
That's right.
And their beauty shall consume in the grave from their dwelling. But Elohim will redeem my soul.
That's right.
From the power of the grave.
That's right.
For he shall receive me. Say la.
Say la.
Be not thou afraid when one is made rich, when the glory of his house is increased. For when he dieth, he should carry nothing away.
That's right. That's right.
His glory shall not descend after him. Though while he liveth, he blessed his soul, and men will praise thee. When thou well to thyself, he shall go to the generations of his fathers. They shall never see light. Verse 20.
Come on.
A man that is in honor,
Come on.
and understandeth not,
Come on.
is like the beast
Come on.
that perishes.
Yeah.
Hallelujah! Say that! Yeah, boy. Man, Bible is frightening.
Man, you can't make that up.
Real thing.
Hey, man that is in honor and understand not is like the beast that died.
Wow.
Man, that's big.
Death shall eat on him.
Wow.
Hear
I
me?
like that person.
Boy.
Yeah.
Death shall eat on
What
him.
was that song again?
Psalms 49.
Yeah, song 49 was gone.
Man, both of them songs.
Their inward thought is that
Their
their
inward
houses shall continue forever.
That's they thought. They
They
named
think
the land.
America's never gonna go down.
Man, please.
Well, it looks like it's about to go down. Look like some things going down right now.
A fool and a rich man share the same grave.
A fool and a rich man share the same grave. Don't
Your
they, boy?
beginnings is out the same hole, and your endings is in the same hole.
All right, y'all. We back up live, high noon, Central Standard Time. Y'all get y'all some rest. You know what I'm saying? And look, exciting times. Strap up or back up.
Thank y'all for being here with us, y'all.
Hey, spiritually speaking, you both becoming more militant and more confident in the power and might of your creator, man. There ain't no time to be afraid. What are you afraid of? You heard that psalm we just read? Straight up.
Psalms 130 was opening.
Yeah.
Psalms 49 was ending.
That's right.
Both power.
That's right. All right, so we about here handle y'all business. Thank y'all for y'all prayers, man. Y'all prayers and y'all support is, you know what I'm saying, greatly appreciated. But your prayers more than anything, because your prayers are weapons. Look at them like ICBMs, intercontinental ballistic missiles,
Boom.
or even a nuclear bomb. Clear the set. Right.
Moab.
You got authority over the kingdom of darkness. Know it and believe it. All right.
Claim it and achieve.
So that's right. Claim it and achieve it. Until the next time we about here.
Yo.
Yo. Hallelujah. Hallelujah.
Hallelujah.
Praise the glory and honor, man.